tiefling.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Don't Trust the Dungeon Master. My name is Alex K, and I am that Dungeon Master. Tonight will be our 27th episode, I believe. Yes, episode 27. Woohoo! Let's see what's going on in the world today, being the 23rd of September. You know what? I don't know. I don't pay attention to the news. Anyone got anything interesting to share? I got no announcements today.
Nope, let's jump into it.
Really?
Got
Wow.
promoted at work.
We need to buy at least 30 minutes again, otherwise we're gonna run out of material tonight, guys. So something, anything. No?
I just said I got promoted at work.
Oh yes.
Yeah, there you go. Congrats.
It's like officially official. Yeah.
Nice.
And
Woo.
you are doing now.
I'm the focal of the building that I work at for. So like basically, it's like half the people under Sammy, because Sammy got promoted too.
I used to be that.
It's a lot of shifting of people basically.
It's a very fun and enriching position, and you will
Well,
enjoy
I
it
think right
greatly.
now, I think right now it's one of those things where like I am kind of still in shock because I just didn't realize how much would change. I mean, my group was already changing so much with all of the personnel changes on like the Boeing side, and then now with adding new people to my group, and then now being focal, I won't be doing what I'm doing right now because obviously I don't have time since I'll be supervising. And so my team is pulling me like back because they need my help for things, but yet this whole week has just been really interesting and really stressful because I basically was being a focal because Sammy, Tara, like everyone that over the other building is pretty much gone. So I pretty much had to do the job this week, even though I'm not officially like focal till this week. But they're gonna eventually have to send someone to replace me, and my group is not ready for that at all, like at all. So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I remember my transition too. It was it's not to badmouth my previous employer, but that sometimes they don't really set things up correctly, right? And then but they're in a time of need. Though is the problem, and they have to do it. They need someone in that position.
Well, I got this email from my new manager, whatever, and he was like, "I want this to be a really smooth transition," and it's been like a fucking shit show. Like I am not even kidding. It has been the worst. So it's just been really stressful on me and trying to figure it all out. And there's been a lot of people that need help, and it's just been a lot of change in the last 2 weeks. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, and I'm looking forward to it. Kind of. I don't know.
Are you gaining new? Is there like a new? Oh god, how should I phrase it? New station of work that you're also responsible for, as in the sense of a different team that does things differently than what you're doing right now.
Yeah, so I'll be basically focal for the group that I'm in. There's 2 people in the group next to us that are doing different work, mostly just placing, but they're in a different group. Then there was 3 people upstairs on the 2nd floor. Now it's going to be 2. I guess there was 4, so there'd be 4 upstairs. Then the people down by me. And then I also have people in another group at the other building. So Tyler, Foster, his group, whatever group he's in, I'll be their focal as well.
Okay. And that was
so it's
very similar
it's like
to my
12
situation.
people or 15 people or something like that.
When I became focal, like I knew two of the stations at work that was under the position, but then the other like 3 I didn't know anything about, right? And it's like, okay, I need to give them advice, but I don't know how to do it. So it was really weird. You have to learn really quick, or you just have to ignore them and go, I'll get to you when I can get the time to do it, because you have to learn a lot of things, and so you can't learn everything. So kind of was just like, you guys just got to figure it out for the time being. Sorry, I can't be a resource for you until I can get that time to learn it.
I think what the good thing about it is like the other group that's upstairs on the 2nd floor, they're pretty much independent because they've had to be independent since Crystal was in the other building anyway. So we never had a focal in our building. So I think that they're independent as their own. So I think I'll be mostly doing just like the PTO and those kinds of things, like the actual like admin side, I guess. I don't think I'll have to do too much like focal work like I would be down with my group, like training wise. But when they add new people, I have no idea. I have no idea. So we'll see what happens. It should be interesting. It should be challenging. Yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations. I was in those shoes about a year ago, and they're difficult times and they're great at times. But you are a smart cookie. You will figure it out. And then if you need support, I guess you can reach out to me to see if I have advice. But I don't know. I mean, you're gonna be able to figure it out. It's not terrible. Okay. How about everyone else?
My mouth is on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm down 6 pounds. Woo!
6 more from last week, or is it 6 total?
Total.
Okay, so an extra 3. Right, because you were 3 last week?
I was 4.
Oh,
So
okay.
2.
Okay, well, even then,
Okay, I'm at.
progress is progress. Keep it up. Woohoo! Everyone else, so we have your mouth is on fire. You want to drink some milk with that?
No, I'm good now. It's that is no joke. That's the first time I had that. All right. Everything's fine now.
Okay. All right. Well, our concern has been abated. Roderick, Doma, how are you guys doing?
Fine, just fine. Ready to get.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are purposely not saying things.
That,
that
we
get
have,
the
we have
game
plans,
faster.
man. You told us to think of plans, so be prepared.
Yes, we will get to those. We will. Any? I'm just trying to go through the announcements. We got another 12 minutes to hopefully fill here. Nothing. Demi?
WoW rating's going good. Yeah.
Nice.
Got some bosses down in Heroic. We're on Mithrax and Cocoon, so that's good.
Why are we trying to install 12 minutes?
Or not. I'm just joking around.
Okay.
So yeah, I got to meet with some old World of Warcraft friends yesterday that I haven't seen in several years, and that was a very fun experience for me. But focusing on that was not writing, and so hey, but you can't have it all, and I'm trying to have it all. So we'll see how that comes out. The product of what will be. So good. Are you progressing on Mithrax? Well,
Yeah, we are. Mainly the big problem is with our rig group is time constraints. I feel if we could have maybe an hour or 2 longer during raid nights, we would have Heroic on farm by now.
You guys raid 2 nights, but you raid like 2 hours those nights.
2 hours, yep.
Yeah, that's a really short shot. My goodness. Yeah, so you get 4 hours total a week, right?
Yep, and we're still clearing normal together each week, so that's like 2 hours clearing normal, and then 2 hours progressing Heroic.
What's the eye level for normal?
You get gear at 355.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like the Heroic is 370, I want to say.
Right, that's what I think it would be. Okay. Well,
Heck.
good luck on your progression. And then Domo.
Yeah.
Doma.
Domo Agato?
Yeah,
Remember when you
yeah,
freaking
yeah.
called me that for like 3 quarters when we started? What's new with me this week? I'm babysitting a bird. Name is Beeps.
Peeps?
If you hear her screaming while I'm trying to talk, that's it's unfortunate.
Just letting her
Oh,
know.
listen to her. It's so cute.
I can't really do much about it. She's generally quiet, so shouldn't be too many problems.
Okay.
But
What kind of
screams
bird?
out, she screams for help.
It's a cockatiel.
Okay.
It's got a little mangled eye because someone shut it in the door when it was little.
Oh.
Shut it in the door.
Wait,
yeah,
what
it, like-
happened? It
it,
has
like,
a what eye? What?
It has a little mangled eye because it like scooted behind the door, and someone didn't know it was there, and someone opened the door, and the little head got squished a bit. I mean, the bird overall is fine, but she's like blind in one eye, and she's a funny bird.
That's a very depressing note to be starting
You're
our game
welcome.
with. Oh,
But
ouch.
the bird's cool. She peeps. That's all I needed to tell you.
Okay. All right, and then we have the Phantom people out there, the 2 of you.
Bunch of losers.
Potato. Ooh, spooky.
How
What's
was
new
the
with you
last
guys?
week? That is not a very good ghost.
Alrighty then.
Rip.
Well,
I'm still a potato.
alright,
That's
I
good.
guess.
Okay, you're still a potato.
Mhm.
Did you watch the
I'm
video
puzzled.
that was it like Near that posted about the history of the potato on the image?
I added it to watch the later playlist, and I
Mhm.
haven't watched it yet.
So yeah, I learned something. Potatoes originated in South America apparently, and then they were pulled over to Europe after that. So after the
Well, actually, I'm Potato Prime. We all originated in Serbia, but no one knows that yet because we keep it a
Oh,
secret.
wow.
right.
I am Potato Prime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, so then I guess we're gonna get into it then. I can't stall any longer.
Before 4:30, what?
Yeah, that's where we're going here. We're trying to get.
Oh, and I'm sorry in advance to all of you. Just saying.
Okay.
That is vaguely.
That's kind of worrying.
Yeah, it's more.
I feel like she's gonna like murder someone's character. What's happening here?
No, I am in a lot of pain. It's difficult to talk, and I'm on pain meds. So I'm just sorry.
We offered to her to say, you know, you don't have to be here. We don't have to play. And then she said, I'm not going to be the one that makes the game not good. If you don't want to play Laris, that's great. But so, I mean, I could have been the noble thing and be like, yeah, sure. Well, won't play because of me, right? That's what we could have done. But I'm a pretty prideful person. I'm like, I can't have that on my head. So unless someone else wants to make that call. All right, well, we'll go through with it, and then if suddenly Owl stops talking, we're gonna go. She just fell asleep at her computer.
The pain meds have taken control, and
It's
I'm
just
sorry.
gonna be perfect because if we have any sleep checks tonight, she won't be present to make the roll. Oh,
Perception.
She makes all of them.
No.
Yeah, she succeeds at all.
okay.
Oh no.
So, everybody, we will now begin our episode. So in our last episode of Don't Trust the Dungeon Master, wow, we had previously killed the king due to
Oops.
someone being upset pretty quickly there. Gotta get that temper checked. Anger management maybe there, Doma?
Is there an anger management for tieflings?
Yes.
Why
I
wouldn't
hope
there be? I mean, if you found someone that won.
Absolutely.
Anywho, so High King Landry Hindthorn had befell to an axe and a spell in the head, and our party was then more or less put under house arrest at the Temple of Thorns in Midan, which was a very lax house arrest. Cole mentioned that multiple times. Yeah, it was a very lax house arrest. They didn't know what to do. They just that was their solution to keep you here, but not really put people in line of
You
danger.
can stay if you want.
Yeah, they were kind of just like, you need to be there, but I don't know if they would have even stopped you if you tried to leave, but you guys didn't try, so hey, didn't have to worry about that at all. You guys then assisted with Lena in several council meetings with several other leadership individuals or higher placed leadership individuals inside the Midan community. Like Elsie O'Reilly, trying to vouch for education, Crush Thundercall, and trying to support the old traditions of the old days with keeping religion at its roots, trying to bring it back to the forefront as he fears that it's currently fallen away to the wayside. And then there was General Dagos, who was really adamant about keeping a militaristic power present, as he was afraid that you guys were at war with a billion things. With that in mind, you guys, with Lena, were able to kind of arrange not a single leader, but a council kind of situation, at least temporarily. And then with that default small council you had to begin with, you guys then had a crash course, which we bridged really quickly, or tried to do quickly, of you talking with these individuals about how they should set up their government. And then, so effectively this course of you guys trying to set up a currently, or at least temporary ruling situation for Midan, which they'll take it from there, because you guys are probably not going to be invested here permanently, because I don't know why you would ever want to go back to the mountain, right? Because Evelyn has night terror still to this day about it. Either way, you set up a government that they'll have now, and they'll kind of prosper off of that, or take it forward as they will. So this was basically like the last week. Effectively, about a week ago is when you guys actually dispatched High King Landry Hindthorn. And over the course of at least about 5 days or so, you have been having multiple meetings with these individuals, and eventually several individuals from the Karat region have eventually come over here about a week later, which would include the 3 council members from Karat itself. Their names. Oh, come on. One was Amber. I know that. The other 2. Gosh darn.
I have those written down somewhere.
Yeah, I have it written down too.
Ruth Solivat, Candid Crywin, and Amber Iron
Yes, so Amber Ironboot, Canton, Crywin, and then Rolf Solvolt. They were present, so then they kind of had these three individuals with your group of 4 originally, and then after many debates and propositions, and not so much you guys chiming in, but you guys trying to help Lena chime in, kind of helping her think tank and how she would approach, what she should say and what she should focus on. You guys came to the point to argue several things, and then based on some rolls, we had moderate success to failures on some of the requests you guys were trying to and
So much for religion.
Some of these options that we had here were that instead of, and you guys initially wanted to have 2 councils that would work in tandem together, kind of almost like North Korea and South Korea, like they're separate sovereign stations where they would have like a place where they would meet in the middle and negotiate with each other about how they should care over the mountain. In the end, this was like the entire package that to bring these 2 countries together ultimately would be that they would come into one unit in the end. And so there was, instead of 2 separate councils, 1 council with 5 seats, 2 from the Midan side, and then 3 from Karat's side, at least currently. Who knows what will happen to that in the future. You guys were very adamant in pushing for open trade within the mountain, and there was not terrible opposition to this. This was one of those kind of things that you gave up the 2 sovereign states to gain like open trade, right? Like you traded this for that kind of ordeal. Religion was a loss for Midan. They actually now have to support 2 other deities that they don't normally have into their official religions. The contents of the Midan mine was a negative from Midan's perspective, where Midan felt that they should own complete ownership of the mine. In the end, it looks like 50-50, the mine's contents have been split 50-50, so 50% of the Agnir goes to Karat and 50% goes to Midan. And then one of the positives for Midan, though, is that Midan gets to keep its armed forces. They do not have to be disassembled and routed off to different areas so that they cannot interact with each other to potentially be a point of arms to then overthrow the current government or provide opposition to this current pact that's been made effectively. And so with that, you guys are aware that these meetings have effectively come to a close. I mean, they're still happening, right? But the main bulk of it has come to a close. And so the 3 council members at this point have, from Karat, they have actually left and headed back. Captain Miles is still here posted for the time being, trying to keep things moving forward and support, though she wants to go back to Hammerhold sometime soon. There are other ambassadors and embassy people that have now also migrated over here to kind of keep things piped back and forth between these 2 sides to help stretch them into the long-term goal of actually bringing them together. And then, you know, maybe many generations down the road, citizens will actually consider both sides as one side again. And so with that, over this course of now, you know, a week of these actions taking place, my question to all of you was at the end of last episode effectively is, what other things would you have liked to do in the potential downtime that was happening over this period of time? Were there things that you wanted to go do inside Midan or people you wanted to go talk with? I asked for, I at least hopefully hinted that I was hoping you guys would make us at least a couple short lists or something like that of things that you wanted to try to push forward for your character during this period of time. So with that, who would like to go first? Okay, do I have to pick on one of
great.
you? You in the back, you're going first. All right, I'm gonna roll here. There's 4 of you.
Right.
Owl's 1, Demi's 2, Petit. You know, I'm gonna roll in front of everyone. I'm gonna do it actually on the table.
Okay.
Owl's 1, Demi's 2, Petit's 3, and DTW's 4. Here we go. Survey says it's a 2. Demi Yoko, you're going first.
Oh,
Good thing you volunteered.
I swear I volunteered like 2 seconds ago to do
I'm
this.
pretty sure you did.
Anyway, there's 3 things my character would do in this time. 1, get the axe he's holding and is currently like attuned to checked out, because that needs to be done.
Good idea.
The axe that you have.
The one-handed axe.
One-handed axe.
From
The one that
from...
the guy was troubled by when he
That's
looked
not
at
a
it?
one-handed
No,
axe.
no, no,
That's
no.
a great
Oh,
axe.
the other one.
That's a great axe.
the Basilisk
Oh,
King.
yeah.
Basilisk.
Oh, that
Boy,
one.
let's
Shit.
way back.
That was a long time ago.
I apparently never unattuned to it on my character sheet.
found a list of questions
much
that I was gonna
sunlight.
ask Duro.
Okay, let's. I gotta go dig. Thank you, sir, for bringing up old ancient things. This is why I was
You're
actually
welcome.
starting to make an items tab in my my thing. I just haven't populated it yet because I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna start keeping track of all this
Unique
crap. aren't I?
campaign items. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a whole separate item of just magical items that have been created. I haven't populated it yet, though. I mean, I have to go dig. That's the problem. That's a lot of work, and I'm very lazy. Let's see. Can we find this axe? Because it definitely was created back then. It's gonna be probably over here, probably near this area. Probably. Good God, man. This would have been nice to have gotten at least a little
That was a
like
really
a
long
Discord message in advance for this one. Honestly. Oh gosh, now we have to waste time on this. Shoot. Our limited time. Where would this be? Shoot.
I'm just here to help, Larry.
Yeah. All right. Let me just start going through the million pages I have here. No.
You could have
not
bought
there.
torches or something. You had to go.
You think
ask
I
him
could
some
maybe
magical
just
axe.
search
Just buy a
basilisk?
tent or buy something basic.
Let's see. do I have it?
No,
I have found it.
like,
You found it?
That was a brilliant idea. Moment of ingenuity. Search basilisk to see if it was near anywhere with the word basilisk on it. Wish it was. All right. So the item that we have here that you have, Doma. So you look for an enchanter to find it. Or not enchanter, a person that has magical means to identify it, right? Make an investigation check to see if you
Can I just go to the sleepy magic shop guy?
What sleepy magic shop guy?
The one who
Jarl?
had no sleep.
Was it
Do
Yarrow?
you remember the name of the shop?
Oh my god, I have
no.
it. Hold on.
I can ask Evelyn though.
You can also have asked the
Holy
citizens with your investigation check to see if you could have found it too.
Or,
Yeah,
you know-
but I don't like rolling when I don't have to.
Or
Yeah.
those leaders, you know, the one that's all for education. She might could do it.
Okay.
That's true. I
okay.
could always ask her, but she's pretty fucking busy. This is the 2 weeks that we were having
Hey,
discussions.
Eagle's Cropping, is that that restaurant thing that we went to with the
that's
weird crab?
egrets cropping, and that would be a
Egrets
restaurant. Yes.
Is that the one with
Okay.
the coke soul or the one she got drugged?
No,
No,
that's
that
not the one
Glade
that she
Hopper
got
was where I
drugged.
got
The one
drugged.
that the brothel. What was that name of that one? Oh
Glade
my
Hopper.
God!
Glade Hopper.
Stupid
Glade
disconnect.
Hopper. I will never
Glade
forget
Hopper.
Glade Hopper.
The Glade Hopper's got is a fine institution. There's a plethora of
If you want to get
great
drugged.
services there. You have Pearl, you have Opal, you have Ruby. I mean, don't forget
Yikes.
Pearl. Pearl's a great
Pearl.
resource.
Oh my
Pearl,
God.
Pearl.
Wow.
Okay, so it was. We were looking for Vatic was the guy who owned it, but he wasn't
Mhm,
there.
mhm. I have that in my
It
It
notes
was
too.
some other person.
Vatic spell site, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the person.
It was. Where the
Bella's
hell
also
is-
looking for Vatic. Whoever that guy is.
So what just happened?
Vatic is the guy that I had the enchanted
Yeah.
letter for.
All right, so you want to go find this
Wait, I
magic
have it.
shop.
Here, hold on.
She's
Magical mystery.
There you go.
All right.
I'd like to go to
Jarl
Magical
is-
Mystery.
The storekeeper, Vatic is missing. Jarl is the one that was there, I think, that we talked to.
Mhm. Okay, so you go find magical mystery, which is difficult because you don't speak dwarf, and so you're looking.
Oh,
I wanted to go there too, so I guess.
All right, so does anyone else want to hit the?
I would join them.
Oh
as
boy,
well.
here we go.
okay. Get on the train. Choo choo.
All right, so
Group shopping.
does anyone else want to go to magic mystery? A call?
What a call was wanting to do, he would be not with the group at all.
Sure.
Uh,
Okay.
so
so
we'll get to that.
Well,
We'll get
this
to that.
takes place over several
Wow.
days, so it's not just like one day by itself. But if you wanted to go with
It's
each
fine, he
other,
doesn't want to see us for several days. That's cool.
okay. So
That's
you
cool, Akal.
you find magic mystery, not magical, but you do find magic mystery, and it's in Brandle Seat, inside this. Wait, I think it's in the bottom right corner, is it not? Where are you, magic mystery? Yes, it is. Bottom right corner, which should be near the smith. Not smoth. The heck is a smoth? A smith. You have the Hoth's hammer. So as you go down there, you find this little a building that's like built adjacent or part of this blacksmith. And as you go inside, you open the door and you go inside and you see there's Jarl, who looks as tired as ever. He is awake currently, and he does have an object in front of him right now, and he's just kind of running his fingers over right now. It looks like he might have even darker circles under his eyes.
Oh my.
Jarl.
He looks disarrayed. He looks pretty much almost the same as he did previously. He doesn't look like he's, gone off the bucket, but the shop looks like it has very few items left inside of it. Very few items left inside. So you enter inside. Doma, what is it you wish to do?
I wish to walk up to the shopkeep.
All right, you walk up to the stop. You do as your boots get in there, and you make your way up there. And the Jarl currently has what appears to be like a small little amulet that has a like purple or bluish looking gem in the middle of it, and he's got this like blue glow around his fingertips as the glow is kind of also now permeating around the object in front of him. And he seems to be really intently focusing on the work in front of him at the moment. This object is currently like resting on like a red piece of velvet on top of like a glass counter, and he's just currently enchanting away.
Like mid-enchant?
Yeah, mid-enchant.
Is this... Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
He doesn't... It seems like he's not aware of your presence, When you get really tired, it's kind of like you just start zoning out. Yeah, he's totally zoning out. Because he's really tired.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my god. This poor bastard.
Hey, buddy, are you okay?
Okay.
Oh, it's you all. I haven't.
Have you slept since we saw you last?
I've maybe napped a bit here and there on accident. No, don't. Did you find Vadik? Because the shop is running out of enchanted goods, and I can't. And then the crown came in and took everything, and now there's just... And he gestures, and there's very, very little left. Like, there's just these huge vacancies of spots, basically. There's, there might be, like, 4 items left in the entire shop at the moment, and he's currently got the amulet in front of him. I'm trying to restock right now, but, it's a bit difficult when you're this tired.
Hey, what? Why can't you close the shop for a little bit so you can work on some stuff and get some rest?
No.
Almost no one's in Midan. This is the perfect time to take a nap.
It's all a ruse, trust me. Vadik will come in right as I was closing it. I know the man. The entire thing.
Isn't that what you want?
I don't think
How about we
here.
try that? How about we try that? And if
he comes in, then we'll be like, hey, it's you.
Yes.
Then we'll have found Vadik for you.
Actually, that's a... He seems to be pondering for a moment. Make a persuasion
All right, let's go.
check.
Who?
Roderick, I guess? I mean, you're all so freaking charismatic. I
we're
don't
all
think it
helping,
freaking matters.
so-
It doesn't matter.
All
you
3
can't
of you are
screw
like
us.
capped
We're like
charisma
the
right
charisma
now.
characters.
Maybe if a call was here, I could have picked on him, but no.
Does he get advantage since we're trying to help?
Yeah,
I guess he does technically. Man, fiddlesticks.
That's
Thank
okay.
God
It's
for
only
advantage.
16.
Fiddlesticks.
16.
16.
Oh, that's not bad.
All right. No, I can't. I can't.
Carl, at this rate, you're gonna burn yourself out, and it's
No,
not gonna be good
I'm
back.
perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
And
He,
I
like,
kind of
shakes his
level
head
look
back
at
and
him
forth.
like, come on.
Right,
You
what
need to
what are you all here for? So you didn't find Vadik, that's great. I'm still here. Shop's
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
What do you all need help with? What are you looking for?
What do you have
Wow.
left?
Yeah.
What do I have left? He like looks
Yeah.
around. And what we have, I'm trying to enchant this. This would be an amulet of mental protection. It will
Ooh.
prevent things from peering into your mind. Unfortunately, it's not fully ready yet. Could be ready in the next few days if I keep enchanting it. That would be a potential item that would be maybe valuable to you. What else? Let's see. Over here, as you can see, this right here is, and he grabs what appears to be a pair of boots that are just kind of like hanging by their laces off of what would be a coat rack, and they look really beat up and really like ragged, and they don't appear to be very high quality stuff. these boots, I know, they don't look very great, but these things make your hands more deft and quick. And while you have them on, you are way more likely to be able to subtly take things or move things around in your environment.
Like thievery? Like theft?
Oh, no. I mean, I guess it could be used for that, but no, we're
But it's
talking
good for a
about
person
honest
who does
work,
magic tricks.
like writing names on cakes or origami.
Performing magic tricks.
Origami.
What a great job choice.
So, like, that, I mean, I guess you could use it for, but that would be terrible. You don't want to break the rules.
Who doesn't want to be good at origami?
Right,
Let's be
origami,
real.
right? So those
Yeah.
are, I have those here, and then...
It's origami.
Origami, it's the thing that comes after ori. The gami.
Okay.
Yes, glad you understand.
Oh, yes.
Moving on, and then
Okay.
I have this item over here, and he picks up what appears to be a small little butterfly pendant. This item, for a very limited time, will allow you to float for a very limited amount of time. I was trying to make, an actual flight enchantment on it, but apparently I screwed up. So now it just lets you kind of hover for a very limited amount of time. A very limited amount of time. He's really stressing this point for you.
Like, how limited?
Very.
Probably,
very,
yeah,
exactly.
very limited amount of time. About
All right,
in the
no
realm
problem.
of maybe 6 seconds or so.
Oh,
wow.
Lord. Oh, wow.
That's-
Guess
See,
it stops you from
Yarl,
falling to your death.
If you just got some rest, these enchantments would be...
No, you're right, but
So
I can't,
much
I can't do that. He'll take away my apprenticeship. I know he will. His eyes are like darting around, like
Yarl,
it looks like he's
Yarl,
suddenly
wait,
getting a
wait.
little nervous at all this
Yarl,
interjection.
how long have you been alone again?
The days kind of just meld together when you've been awake as long as I have. I don't know. His eyes are like
Whoa.
very wide.
Wouldn't
It's been
that
a few
kind of
weeks.
mean that you're not an apprentice, that you're kind of like the real deal? You've been running this place on your own for a while now.
Exactly.
Makeup? Do I want to consider that deception?
It's the truth.
I
He's
kind
been running this
of want to
shop on
consider that
his
deception
own.
because he's not the legal owner.
You always want to make Evelyn lie.
Evelyn, deception roll.
And you want to know why? Because he took away my deception thingy.
No,
First
I'm not
punishment.
doing that for. I don't remember all your proficiency. Come on.
You know, you took one of mine away because you're like, I don't know why you have that many. I didn't
You-
give you any extra ones.
Wow, look at that. That's her impersonation of me, by the way, everybody.
Don't matter.
4. Wait.
A 4?
+5, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it's plus 5.
So 24.
24.
Yeah,
24. I'm sorry, I heard just 4. I'm like, how?
24.
How?
Right. All right, 24.
Making me lie.
I mean, it's not legally in my name, but I mean, why shouldn't it be mine now? You're right. I mean, I've been here for weeks.
I just mean, I think it's
and-
okay if you close the shop for a couple days and get some rest. Most of the town is gone. They're out in the mines.
Wait, what? What are
You didn't know that?
you talking about? That's
Yeah, that's probably why you got wiped out. Your whole store's wiped out.
this came in and
They
took
sent
everything, and I
everyone
like
to the
charged it to the key, and I'm like, all right, but I kind of didn't have a good inventory, so I don't know what they. And then, Vadic's gonna wait. No, I own it now. You say yes, it's mine.
Well, I didn't say you owned it. I said you're not really an apprentice. You've been running it, so I think you kind of have the chops. But you really need to rest. You really
I
need to
could
close
go
the
for
store,
some
and you
pork
really need to
chops
get
right
some
now.
rest.
You're right. Well, all right. Well, then I guess time to close shop then.
I have one bit of business if you could do it for me before you close shop.
Sure. What is it that
Can you tell me what's on this axe?
Looks like
I pull it out and put it on the.
I don't.
Ooh,
I
and I
don't
wanna
see
check
anything on the
other
axe.
thing.
It's.
Oh,
What
God.
are you
Enchant.
talking about?
Can you check the
Check the
enchantment?
enchant.
Oh, I see. You wanted to see if there was a magical effect on the
there's-
axe, right?
There's
Oh.
another axe Give him
Yeah,
the
there's
other axe
two.
too to
I
check.
put a bigger axe on the counter.
Where the hell did you get all these axes?
In the mines.
You win the
We knew a guy.
Wait, I think
we
you
knew a
did
guy, we
mention
knew
you
a
were
guy.
going to go on the line. Wait, you're
Yeah,
back
you
from the
knew that.
mines?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
Mm.
god.
Ah,
Yeah.
right,
You can tell us about these two, and then you can go and do what you gotta do.
right,
You gotta go sleep.
Yes, sleep.
After
Yeah, he's like
checking
this
the
longing
enchantments.
look in his eyes as like he's about to
After
finally.
you check your axes.
All right, so he runs his hands over which axe first?
The hand axe.
The hand axe. Okay. This would be. Oh, I lost my spot. I'll go back to Basilisk search. All right, this would
Rest in
be a war axe of elemental slaying is what this would be.
Ooh.
This will give you a increased chance to hit, and you will do a little bit more oomph in your attack when you attack elemental specifically. So yes, effectively you will have standard battle axe. Works like a standard battle axe, but it will make you more likely to hit an elemental, and then if you do, you will do extra damage.
Just elementals for the more likely to hit.
Yes, this axe works as a +1 on hit. It counts as a magical weapon against anything, but against elementals, it also has a +1 chance. Actually, I think. Yeah, no, it's a +1 to hit and damage against elementals, and the elemental, if you're hit with it, will take an extra d6 damage for the weapon type. So, it's definitely poised to be anti-elemental.
Why the hell did a guy that was
That's
fighting a
nice.
basilisk have something so freaking geared towards elementals?
Maybe there's more elementals in the mine?
I don't know.
You
I mean,
could've-
where'd you?
could've used
It was
that
in
one.
the
We had the
mine itself.
golem.
I mean, I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Some
Well, are
questions,
you gonna keep it or do you want to sell it? That's your question.
axe?
No, at this point. Yeah.
I don't know. Do we need something like that, guys?
No.
I don't use an axe.
What about the other axe, Jarl? What's on this one?
All right, let me take a look. And he like puts his hands on the axe and he starts casting his enchantment. Well, this is interesting. And he kind of like picks it up and he flips it a couple times in his hand, and almost like if he's been a battle-trained warrior several times. When you hold this thing, it feels like you just get visions of glory and conquest, and just beating the shit out of things. And he gives 2 quick swipes in the air. This weapon, he puts it back on top of the counter in front of him. This weapon will increase your chance to hit things, anything, and it will increase the damage you do when you do hit things, anything, as well as it makes you more fortuitous, i.e. it gives you more constitution while you wear it, or while you have it attuned to you.
Yeah.
However, there is a trade-off in this power that this weapon, while giving you so much in return, does have this minute opportunity that when you enter combat, that you just enter a rage-like state that will put you or pit you against foes that you might not want to be fighting against at the time. To be saying specifically, to be more specific, or to be more specific in the DM sense for you, this axe, can I find it? I know what it does, and I think I know what it does. Where is it? My God, my notes are not organized anymore. I have too much in here. Ah, this was so easy at first.
And we're just beginning.
I
The
know.
axe of the berserker.
Raging axe.
Oh.
Raging
Brain.
axe of raging.
I mean, yeah. Why not just search axe? I mean, what am I doing here? There we go. That works.
I mean, it was one of the last things we got.
So
So
+1. It's a +1 weapon on attack rolls and damage rolls. With this weapon, it is magical. It's a great axe, and you gain 1 hit point per level that you are while you have it attuned to you. So you're level 8, it'd give you an extra 8 hit points. However, as his warning to you, you would there will be moments of time that effectively, whenever a hostile creature damages you while you have this axe on you, you must succeed a dice challenge, wisdom saving throw, or go berserk. While Berserk, you must use your action to attack the creature nearest to you with the axe. If multiple targets attack you, you attack one at random. You will remain Berserk until no creatures are within 60 feet of you that you can see or hear. So basically, it just it gives you great power, but there's a risk of a danger. Now, Doma, let's be real here, man. You have amazing saving throws, so I mean, maybe it'd be good on you.
Maybe, but I'm not a two-handed paladin.
So I mean, but it also gives you more health. So you could argue that it might be a tanky.
I'll lose AC.
Oh, jeez. Well, anyways, that's what this weapon does. So in short, I guess we would call it a berserker axe, and it will give you great power, but there's this minute chance that you'll just go off the bucket and start murdering everything nearby you.
So the question is,
sell
in
that,
the name
please.
of glory.
Sell that, please.
In the name
Sell
of
it,
all right,
please.
let's sell the great axe.
Sell that now.
Are you interested in purchasing it?
You know that
Please,
I don't have the funds technically to do it because the crowd just came in and took everything. They said charge the crown, but then
Trade it for
I
what?
didn't.
He has nothing left.
He traded for maybe the amulet and or the boots.
Why don't we maybe see if Becca would want it?
Becca might want it, but I don't know.
Yeah, we haven't seen them yet.
I mean, if you want to go there, we can. Yeah.
That was my second suggestion.
Otherwise, if we're gonna be leaving soon, there's always probably somewhere up above that might buy it.
Very true.
Unfortunately, I don't have the coin for it right now. If you're looking for trade.
What did you say the amulet does? It's a mental protection. What do you mean?
Yeah, that this amulet, it's not fully enchanted yet. It will take me a little bit more, couple days to do it. This is an amulet that will protect you from people peering into your mind. So if someone's trying to read your inner thoughts, they would not be able to unless they are just incredibly powerful.
I glance at Roderick. Is that something that would interest you?
No.
Incredibly powerful.
Yeah, if it's incredibly powerful, it kind of fucks him anyway.
So,
Alright, well then let's... You just want to hold on to these axes and see if we can vendor them somewhere else then? Let Jarl get some rest here?
Yeah. I mean,
Sure.
Donna,
I mean,
it's on you.
I'd be willing to trade you these 3 items for it.
3. You said the amulet. And
Yeah,
what
the
else?
What was
butterfly
the third one?
amulet, the boots of thievery, and the amulets of mental protection.
What was the first?
The butterfly amulet?
Oh, the levitate
6 seconds.
for
To stop you
6
from
seconds.
falling.
Yeah, but it's 6 seconds.
Is that a...
Right,
Is
it's
that-
not what it was meant to be. I'm not gonna argue it's amazing, but
What I know since I dabble in enchantment, even though I've never done it. What I know, could I put fly onto the pendant, onto that butterfly pendant?
Could she fix it?
Enchanting is a long and arduous process. The more higher level the spell, the longer it takes. Fly's level 3
Yeah.
spell. You currently do not have
It
the
would take
downtime
way
for
too
it.
long.
Yes, it would be a
Alright.
very difficult thing to do, especially with how much movement you are in.
I think we should just look elsewhere.
We'll
Let him get some
be in
rest.
touch. Yeah.
All right. I mean, I just that I really like this axe. It's pretty nice. But all right, here you go, and he kind of pushes it closer towards you. But as he pushes it closer towards you, there's almost like this moment where his hand kind of shakes.
He doesn't want to let go of it.
Well, he's already let go of it, but he's kind of, his hands are near, and then he just manages to pull himself away from it. If you want to keep it, you may. I will close shop now, I guess. Finally.
Rest well.
Go get some sleep.
Good night.
All right, and he kind of ushers you guys to leave.
We leave.
All right, and so then you hear the door close behind it, and you hear this wooden beam. Poof. And then you guys have left Magic Mystery.
Alrighty.
All right, so that covers that exchange. Back to you, Dunlo. What other things did you wish to do? You had 2 other things?
Yes, 2 other things. The other one is go to see Becca's shop.
Okay.
So I want to get this armor looked at.
All right. Gosh, I wasn't planning on doing interactions and everything.
You don't have to.
So, Becca, the armor, the metal armor you're wearing, yeah, that is, in her astonishment, as you come, well, actually, I guess we do need to roleplay this one. So as you come inside the shop, it's very quiet. The bellows aren't being puffed. There is no one currently smelting. There is no one currently hammering away. It's just dark in there. But you did manage to enter the shop. And it's just eerily quiet, good sir. As if no one's there at the moment.
Hello?
Just quiet darkness speaks back to you.
Hello? Is anyone here?
Make a perception check.
Oh, sure. I'll do one of those. Three, 2, I mean?
After like 30 seconds of waiting and calling, a couple more times, no reply.
Okay. Did anyone else come here with me? I thought other people wanted to come.
Did anyone else want to go to the smith?
Nope.
No.
I swear someone said they wanted to come.
Apparently no one did. You're by yourself.
You got this, buddy.
No, I don't. Oh, wait, so the door's unlocked, but no one's here.
Did you ask anyone to go with you?
The door was unlocked. It's completely dark inside. And it looks like there's no activity happening here right now. And
Is the forge, like, completely doused? Or is it burning on low embers?
There's low embers there right now.
Okay, their shop's not fucked yet. I guess I wander around and I see if anyone's home.
Okay.
Because who the hell leaves a shop unlocked?
Make an investigation check.
I can plus something to it this time. Listen, Dice, there's only so many times you can fuck me. Luck me. Natural 20.
All right,
okay.
natural 20. So as you start going around, there is in the darkness, but with your dark vision helping you out, what you basically find is that a large amount of the armaments are gone. This place, just like Jarl's shop, well, not Jarl's, Vadek's shop, but Jarl's presence there, just feels like people came through and took everything, kind of thing. And so there are a couple objects. It does look like there are some items that are still being produced here. The embers that are in the gosh, can't think, furnace do indicate that someone is still trying to produce weapons. It's just currently they're not here right now. But as you're kind of like poking around, you suddenly hear the door open, and then you hear a shriek. Hey, what are you doing in here? You thief! And then suddenly a weapon comes being thrown at your direction.
Oh shit!
Your shield is not equipped, so you do not get the extra AC right now because I would not assume you just run around with your shield on.
No, that's 16.
All right, so hey, she got an 18. So incoming, as you look up, a hammer just comes flying right into your face. Clong! You take, oh gosh, yeah, it'd be a light hammer. You take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Yikes.
As you kind of like your head gets knocked back, a little bit of whiteness comes into your vision for a moment. You look around and you see a small, short individual, silhouette almost in the doorway, as like green light kind of pours in behind them. They're even shorter than your normal dwarf. And as your vision kind of relocates, you see what appears to be Becca standing there in a very angry stance, and she's currently looking for another weapon to throw at you at this exact moment.
Wait.
What are you doing in here? Get out!
I came here to shop. Door's unlocked. So I was wondering what was going on.
What? And she like looks up to you and kind of recognizes your tall stature compared to most normal dwarfs.
I look a little
know
different
you.
this time.
You're the one that my father sold my sword to, right?
Yes, still have it.
Sorry about How
Throwing a hammer.
How can
It's
I help
fine.
you? Why are you here?
2 things is why I'm here. 3 things.
1 second. Let me
One.
go ahead and she like rushes up to a small like lantern and she sparks a little with some flint tinder and then there's an oil lantern is producing light in there and now you start seeing the vacantness of the shelves now inside this more or less dreary blacksmith from the last time you looked.
Oh, it's been a while since I've been back here.
How can I help?
3 things. 1, how are things in here? I know the town's going a little hectic.
And the other 2 things?
This armor, he moves freaking, I guess, whatever he's wearing on top of it out of the way a little bit to show her. I need to get it checked out. I don't know what it is. Thought you might.
You're just wearing armor that you don't.
Well, I know it's not magical.
Right. There's a very concerned look to her, like you're insane.
Listen. I got through the mines. I think I know nothing. I don't know nothing. Just teach me what this armor is, please.
Okay, and then the third request?
Can you sharpen my sword again?
Sure. I guess I can. Though there will be a fee for that.
Of course.
Right. Can I see the sword?
I pull it out.
Okay.
Sorry if there's a few nicks in it now. Kind of saw a lot of fighting.
She takes the weapon, and you know that she looks a little bit taller, maybe a quarter of an inch taller than what she was previously. And she grabs the blade, and she goes up to her weight stone and wheel, and she starts manually getting it going by pedaling on the pedal. And then eventually she's starting to sharpen it in front of you. And then she's trying to talk to you while it's going. Yes, so the area, watch out for the sparks. The area here, well, things aren't going great. They came and took everything. A lot of the citizens have, well, either been recruited or in hiding. They took my pup. That's why he's not here right now. So it's just me holding down the entire smith. And she kind of stops for a moment as she looks over at your weapon, flips it around. That looks about right. But she goes back and getting a little bit sharper. So overall, I mean, things are what they are, and we're, yeah, I guess that kind of catches things up. And she stops, and then she kind of takes these, like, goggles off for a moment, and she then presents the blade back to you. So, in short, things aren't going great, but, I mean, maybe things will get better soon. I heard some terrible rumors that, the king might be, gone?
Yeah. That happened.
Shame.
Wait, did Collier here?
No, I'm the voice. I'm the voice in your head.
My conscience, no. Where were you earlier?
I was out shopping.
Oh. Anyway, thanks for sharpening the sword. Unfortunately, King is deceased at this point, though I think it might have been for the best in the long run.
Alright, do you know if, they're going to have, everyone come back?
From the mines? Yes.
Yes, that you know, or yes, they're coming back?
Yes, they're coming back.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great news. Better clean the place up a bit, otherwise, Dad's going to give it to me. Oh, right, you wanted,
The armor I'm wearing checked
right.
out.
You're going to take it off, or am I just...
Take it off.
Okay, so you just strip in front of this young female dwarf.
I strip off the armor that's
God.
on my chest, Claris.
So like she turns completely around from you. She's like covering her eyes with her hand. You eventually
What will
take.
Aniel think? What will Aniel think?
So then you
Oh,
eventually
holy
you
shit.
put the chainmail down, and she comes up to it, and she sits down at this like stone table, and she's starting to inspect it. Where'd you find this?
In the mines.
So you just find things and put them on randomly.
Well, I've had a few people look at it, and they kind of told me what it was about, but no one really knew what it was called, and I was hoping you would know.
Right. Well, let's see. And she's like looking it over. It's not steel. Give me a
lot
second.
quieter.
Just give me one moment. I guess I could go take a look to see if my dad has some books. And she rushes upstairs. She comes back down with a giant book. Let's see. And she starts indexing through it. And after about, 5 minutes of looking, she eventually finds a passage. Well, this does meet the requirements. Though, how'd you get your hands on? Do you? Oh no, you don't know what this is. Well,
I have no idea.
this could be. I'm not sure. I think it could be mithril. That's what this could be.
Mithril.
Right.
Does someone know what mithril is?
What?
There's no one with you. You just yell out in the middle of the shop.
What's mithril?
Yeah, that's kind of why you're here, right? Well, mithril is a very lucky. Well, no, God darn, I read Petite Statement lucky. It's a very rare, very rare metal. There's not a lot of it in the world. And it's very durable, and it's pretty light, so it doesn't really impede your movement as much. And so it's quieter, and in short,
Yeah, I noticed that.
it's more or less just whatever it's made into. It's pretty much the same. It's just that you need less of it, and it's more quiet. In short, combat sense for you, it is exactly what I told you previously. You just know
No
what it is.
disadvantages on stealth checks.
Yeah, you just know that that the substance actually happens to be mithril. Well, I'll just say you know the substance is a mithril chainmail. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it functions exactly like I said. 16 AC base, and then you have no disadvantage on stealth checks.
Nice.
So that's what the book indicates. I've never seen it before myself, but I believe that it does seem to make the right parameters. And she kind of lifts it up and shakes it a couple times. Yeah, that's definitely more quiet than your standard chainmail.
Yeah, I kind of noticed while I was wearing it. Doesn't make much noise.
Is there anything else I can do for you? I think that's the 3 things.
I think that's the 3 things I came here for.
Okay. Well, if you happen to see my dad, let him know that I'm okay, and really eager to see him come back whenever he does.
Hopefully it'll be soon.
Okay. So with that, I know there's nothing else there for you, Dama?
No, just the usual large amount of tip. What's she charging me?
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
dear.
she just asks for a copper for the time, really.
You got a copper, I give you a gold. That's how
Okay,
it
she's on the
works.
other end of the counter. I put 3 platinum on the counter and say, "Good luck, Becca. Gotta take care of the best smith I know of yet."
Oh my god.
And walk out of the shop.
She
I'll be
doesn't-
back later.
She's not even near the counter as you put it down there, so she doesn't know.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
She doesn't know. But all right, thank you. Come back again. And then the door closes behind you.
Yep.
All right. So she'll have an interesting surprise later when she finds out. All right, Doma.
Do we?
The last
3
thing.
platinum.
The last.
Fucking no.
Yeah, she was gonna charge him the lowest amount of coin possible, 1 copper.
Right?
Gives her back 9 gold, 99 silver, and 9 gold, 9 silver, and 9 copper more.
Sugar daddy
Times 3.
for sure.
All right,
All
Doma.
right.
Last thing you want to do? We'll try to move this one faster.
Lay on hands.
Oh yeah, so you would be doing land hands in multiple days with Aniel. All right. Okay.
Wait, what do you mean 9, 9, and 9?
9. So she was gonna charge you.
Platinum.
She was gonna charge you 1 gold, 1 copper, right? Was 1 copper, and you and each 1 platinum is 9 gold, 9 silver, 9 copper more than what she was asking for.
Oh,
and
I
you
get
gave
it.
her 3
Okay.
times that more. So yeah, you were way over inflating that tip.
Yeah, I just didn't get why you're saying 9 instead of
9.
10.
All right.
Either way.
So good, sir. Over the actually, that was only 4 rolls. 5 rolls. Okay. Yeah. Well, so over the next week of you trying to help Aniel, there is only 1 success over the entire time. There's 4 failures. So, okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
No, pass the torch on to someone else.
All right. Moving on. Next.
All right. Roger, what is he going to do? All right, so the first thing he wants to do is actually meet with Nick Rise.
Okay. All right. And what are you looking? You just interaction here with them? Is that what you're looking for?
Well,
That was
yeah,
one of the things I was
this-
gonna do.
Well,
See them.
come along.
Okay, so Evelyn and Roderick head to McRise.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys making your way through the very vacant city. You go up to the McRae Brewery, and as you knock on the door, it's locked.
I think Darvis said they were hiding.
Is that so?
Didn't he say that?
I don't really remember.
Let's go ask Darvis.
So you guys make your way back up to the Temple of Thorns and find Darvis after a couple exchanges. Right, they are at the moment. I guess that's not maybe necessarily anymore.
Probably not.
I can bring them to you if you'd like, or bring you
Well-
to them
Yeah.
if you'd like.
Sure.
Right. This way then. And so he escorts you, and you guys find yourself leaving the Temple of Thorns, going down the stairs, and you quickly make a left turn, and you find that there's these very familiar compartments that are built inside the Temple of Thorns. One of those would be the dwelling that Lena showed you, her stead, effectively. And he brings you right up to one of them, and inside he opens it up. It does not appear to be locked at the moment. And then as you peer inside, you see this small little room. It's the same exact like as Lena's. A small bed jammed in the corner. There's like a little table stand to the side. There's like an armoire. There's a little like a chimney or a fireplace or hearth, effectively, that's not currently active right now. And there's a table with 2 chairs next to it, off into the corner. However, there are more than just 2 individuals in this room. There's a good 5 people that are crammed tight in this little space right now. As the door opens up, you see their eyes like go wide as a child kind of like burrows its head into what probably assumingly their mother. You see 2 dwarves you do recognize off in the corner. They're currently sitting down at the table. That'd be Gale and Lorcan, and the other individual that would be in this room would be that of a younger male dwarf who's currently just standing around, like pacing back and forth. But as the door opens, he tries to press himself up against the wall, like looking for something to hide. But there's nowhere to hide in the room.
Wow.
As Darvis says, "Oh, don't worry, it's just me. Yeah, you're all fine here." The 2 that you're seeking are all over there in the corner. And then you guys
Hi, Gil.
peek your head inside this cramped room with a bunch of people inside of it. And then as you peek your head in, Evelyn, and you say, "Hi, Gale," Gale just drops the cup she's holding. Clink, 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 and falls into the ground. Ah! And she gets up, and as she gets up, the table that's next to her flips over, falls on top of Lorcan. Lorcan's chair then tilts and falls, and he lands on his back. Ah! Boom! The table's like pinched on top of him. Ow, 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 ow. Darvis runs over, like tries to help his dad get up. As he runs over, Gale just plows right through him. Darvis falls to the floor.
What the heck?
Gale eventually comes up to you. She's like completely oblivious that she caused
Give her a big hug.
So she's like, "You're alive? Good news. Why didn't you tell me they're alive? She turns back to her son and she starts slapping him in the back of the head. Oh, Mom, cut it out! He's like on the ground. He's like trying to get up. I forgot. Please stop. And she turns back.
You forgot we were alive?
No, I didn't forget you were alive. I forgot to tell them. How could you? Now she's like kicking him a couple of times on the ground. Ow, I get it.
It's okay. He was busy.
Little help, son. Little help. Darvis like crawls his way over to his dad. He like pulls the table off of Lorcan. Lorcan gets up. Oh, my stomach. Oh, all of you here. Well, no, I guess just the two of you.
Well, the rest are doing other stuff.
Yes.
How are you guys?
How are we? Great.
What? Why are you guys hiding? Maybe we missed that. We
Did you
didn't
not
ask.
tell him,
I don't
Darvis? I thought I
You probably
did.
forgot.
No. The king's gone.
Said you were.
And
Oh dear.
they were trying not to get recruited to go in the mines and fight a bunch of nasties.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess we should be getting the good news.
We're back. And
Not that good news. The other good news.
The king is dead?
Well, not that. That's
Wow.
not necessarily
well.
good news.
The king is what?
Other good news?
So
Okay. Wait. All right.
Back
So,
up a step.
Yes, as she said, the king is deceased at the moment, but
I thought we were
Good
keeping this
news
in the
is
down
that-
low. Darvis is like trying to speak in a hushed tone. You were concerned I was being too loud. Now you're just blaming everybody.
Are you talking about their family? Is that what you're talking about?
He like puts the table
we-
back up right, and he sits down on the chair in front of his father, who's now sitting back down, still like rubbing his stomach. Oh,
the good news is you may be able to go back home soon.
Yes.
Darvis,
Did you
you
at
knew
least
this.
give them-
Well, I did, but they told me not to tell anyone. But we could have all. Well, I guess you're right. I better-
Jarvis, did you at least tell them that we found your grandma and grandpa on the other side? Right?
You know, I've been pretty busy. You what? Gail like comes back. She's starting to smack him in the back of the head again. Mom!
Wait. We asked them to help us out a little bit on so it's kind of our fault at the same time.
You
well,
found
we
my
should have
pot.
given him the
was it?
bottle that we gave him for his papa, but hey.
Is that right, son? Yes, that's correct, and I still have it. I didn't drink it, so it's still there. I just didn't want there to be a. You look, listen. If I told you both that they were here, you would have just ran out in the streets, and then you might have got caught. I don't know. I was trying to do what was best for you. Gail gives a very sour look to her son. I just didn't want you guys to be sent in the mine.
I think it's safe to let them
Yes.
at least leave the room.
Yeah.
And I kind of step out of the doorway and kind of let them come out.
So then, Lorcan, if they're gonna throw me in the mine, I guess they're gonna throw him in the mine. He gives a couple cricks to his back. He walks outside. Oh, yeah, that's better. Room to stretch. Gale follows suit. And then as the other three individuals that were also in that room, they kind of peek their way out. I guess we probably should have put more thought in that. I better go talk to Lena about this and see if the other... Yeah, I'll be right back. Darvis leaves the all of you there in front of Lorcan and Gale and these other individuals. The little child peeks up. We're allowed to go outside and play?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you're safe.
And the kid looks up to the matron-like individual, and she offers a smile. Yes, you can go. And the child, and she rushes outside and runs right past you, like immediately knowing where they're gonna go. Then there's this kind of quiet tension.
That's
Right,
the sign
so you all look great. How are things?
It's been
Much
a
better.
long, couple weeks, I guess. But hopefully they'll be opening the mines, and you guys, if you choose to, should be able to travel and see your family on their side. if you want to.
All right.
They're going to be opening the Grey Gate at some point, and
Yes.
that will maybe help too with
No, they're
getting
not gonna do
ingredients you
that.
need
There's
and
no.
that kind of stuff.
Oh wait, the king's dead. Right, maybe he would then, because if he's not there to. How'd the king
There's
die?
a council now. Well,
Did he choke on a biscuit like his great old grandfather?
let's kind of
No.
put past that.
that's a story for the whole group to probably talk about.
Yes.
All right. What are you all doing back
Yes.
here then? What's the why?
We're just helping get the council set up, helping kind of smooth the transition with the mines being open and
Yes.
trying to avoid a civil war between the two sides. So we've been trying to help facilitate all of that, I guess. But soon we'll be headed back to, well, our home, I guess. The surface.
I would cook you up a grand feast, but they and
We know. Yeah.
I just put my hand on her shoulder and just squeeze her shoulder a little. It's okay.
Yes.
I'm just happy you guys are safe.
well, we're happy that you're safe too. What about the others? Are they all right?
Auric,
Yes.
Auric turned around right after we entered the mines, but it doesn't sound like he made it back here, so I don't know what happened to him.
No, that's
Doma's okay, Aniel's she's alive, but she's not doing very well.
Sounds like you have your fair share of problems too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's not all great news then, huh?
Look, do you know anything about the Pathfinders or anything
I know
about...
of them. I don't know any personally, but I know of them.
Does he have a?
We met one in the
station somewhere?
mines. I was hoping to find his family, but I don't know where to start.
Oh, jeez.
Yikes.
Where would you even go? He looks at
They're
Gail,
not
and
a-
she's kind of just.
Is there not a barracks?
Well, I mean, there's a couple in town. I don't know really where you would. I guess you would just start poking your nose around and asking people.
Do you know the... Oh gosh, Drunkadorn family? Is that how you say it?
Never heard of a Drunkadorn myself. There was a when was it? It was a Drunadorn, wasn't it? Drunadorn, right?
Drunadorn.
Yeah.
Drunadorn, yeah. Drunadorn.
Drunadorn. Yeah, I've heard. Well, there was a well-known Drunadorn back when we were tykes, a long time ago.
Red hair?
No, well, I don't know what he looked like, but he wasn't he executed? Ah, gosh. Executed,
have been his-
exiled, something. I don't really remember what really happened to him.
Could that have been his dad, though, Roderick?
I have no idea.
Do you know if there's any still in town? Any of the family? Any of the...
I don't. You know, I was pretty young back then. But I feel like there was. I mean, I guess you would want to go just head to the palace and start asking any of the blades. I'm sure they could point you in the right direction.
Okay.
Sorry, we don't really have.
No, it's. I just didn't know where to start, and I didn't know if you knew of them or anything. So, at least it's a start. I can go from there.
Right.
I have a not maybe so somber question. Knowing that you may be able to get to the other side to see your family, do you still plan to stay on this side of the mine? On this side of the mountain?
Oh, if they allow us to leave, I mean, I would like to see my father. I haven't seen him in a long time, so I think I would want to go. Would you want to go, Gail? I mean, as long as it's safe. If it's not safe, then I don't know. I guess we'd have to think about it.
Soon, but just
Okay.
it's an option if you guys do decide to go over. I know we're gonna be headed that way to open the Grey Gate at some point. So
Yes.
if you wanted to go with us at that point, maybe that's an option. If not, then it should be safe pretty soon.
All right. Well, I'll keep us posted. I mean, with this kind of news, we could probably head back to our shop, right? And
Right.
start trying to blue again or something.
Well, about that, again with the Great Gate opening, you know what? Either way you go, I'd like to make an investment in both of you, and in your brew. How much do you think you need to maybe expand?
I'm sorry, I'm not. I think they're saying that they're going to give us a stipend or something, dear. But why? Well, doing moderately well, as long as the damn O'Reilly doesn't involve himself in my affairs.
I want you to do better. I want you to kick the O'Reilly's ass.
I don't need help to kick that ass. Their brew is piss.
It is, but I want it to happen even faster. That's why I believe in you guys.
Oh, jeez, I haven't
take over both sides, and then outside of the mountain as well.
You want him to bring.
You want us to expand? We never. We'll have to. All right. Well, I mean, I love that.
Larkin, why couldn't you brew your family's main beer again? There's a reason you weren't able to do it, right?
Right, we didn't have the ingredients.
What ingredients do you need?
Oh, there was a large amount of Valiant Blue that we used to make back in the day. So, I mean, depends on which drink we're trying to make specifically.
So you didn't have you guys weren't able to cultivate the ingredients.
We had no space to farm out here. I mean, did you look past the wall? They converted all that little boundary out there into attempted makeshift farms, but it's just mostly fungus. You can't really make brew out of fungus.
When we were at the other McRise, there was they had area there.
They had a farm.
Like,
they had
there,
a very big farm, and there was a huge farming community around them. You had to navigate your way through a whole bunch of farms to find theirs specifically, and through luck you found it, actually. So.
Well, your family on the other side of the mines is definitely still farming and getting what they need. So maybe now with the route open, that will help.
Mm-hmm.
Well, regardless, we should go see them. Bring the two kids, and then
Yes.
They would love that.
We gotta find Glemon though. Did you see him
He's in the mines, right?
He got taken. I don't know where they put him, but
we did not see him when we came through. But we can definitely look for him on our way back.
But if you do see him, send him home.
Yes.
I mean, provided he's gonna be sent home. I don't know how that's, but.
Well, hopefully we'll know more soon. Because from what it sounded like, the other side was gonna help keep the mines clear and safe and patrolled and that kind of thing. So I think things are gonna shift a little bit with all of that. So.
Okay. Well, good news.
Yes. And Roger, good to go. Wait, I only have one pouch? Whatever. I should have another pouch. Take out 300 gold and hand it to Larkin.
What's all this for?
Like I said, I want to invest with you guys. I want you guys to beat them out. So this is just a little bit from me to help.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes. 11.
Oof.
I don't. Listen, lad. Your family, and while I appreciate the token of what you're doing, we'll be fine. We don't need this. You keep your hard-earned coin for yourself. We'll manage. You always have, right, dear? And then he pulls her in close, and she kind of smiles to him. Yeah, we'll be fine. So you can keep that. Go buy yourself some candy or something. You look so skinny.
Honestly, though,
Okay.
if you guys need anything, please let us know.
Oh, for sure. I'm kind of just gotta get our life back on track here. I mean, that's a lot of stuff you just told us, and I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think the first thing first, and he looks to his wife, and she smiles. Yeah, the first thing first is we gotta get back to our shop. Gotta get that cleaned up.
Definitely.
I gotta dust that oven up. She starts rolling her sleeves up. All right, well, we're headed back to the library. If you want to come, you can. Otherwise, that's what we'll be doing right now.
Mhm.
So if you see Darvis, tell him that we went home.
Will do.
Yes.
Can't wait to sleep back on my actual
Good.
bed.
I give Gail a huge hug.
Okay, and then she squeezes you very tightly back. Lorcan nods towards you, Roderick. All right, you
That's
young
good,
whippersnappers.
nod,
We'll see ya. Make sure you come visit before you leave
We
till
will.
Hammerhold.
For sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So Gale and Lorcan depart and head back there, and then is there anything else you two would like to do here?
This is Roderick. Whatever
Shoot.
else you want to do.
Oh man, I meant to ask them about vacant homes and how to acquire land.
Oh, run and grab them.
The vacant homes and what?
How
Don't
can
we
I
have a
acquire
deed
one?
to a house?
No.
We got-
man.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, we have a deed.
You have the
We
deed
do?
to the house
I
and
don't
Carl wouldn't know that.
We
I
have
know
the
I was gonna say,
deed
but that isn't ours right now.
to what house?
We have a deed to
The
a
manor.
house in Midan.
The house.
Oh, the manor house. Shit.
No,
That,
that's-
we
yeah,
don't
that was
own
it.
that. Okay, we
That's
just
on the
own a
other
house.
side.
What
Okay.
house?
Anyways,
No,
what do you want to do,
there
Roger?
was a
God dang it, we're already an hour and a half in the
conversation in there.
episode. I
I
thought
don't
you
know what
Take the deed
we're
over
gonna
here.
find somebody to get. Who wants a home? He wants to buy some land. There you go.
buy some land. Oh, it's
In the
A
mine.
home.
Whew.
In
You
Midan,
asked
yes.
Lorcan this? So yeah, Lorcan's like, I got no idea. I mean, you have to find a seller, and then you have to find a plot of land you want, and you got to bid them, and then they would want to agree with it. And I don't know if I mean, to be fair, your kind's not supposed to be in the kingdom in the first place, but I mean, I guess you had some kind of arrangement with the king. I don't know what kind of changes that is. I don't know if they'll let you buy land, because they actually kicked out all other races besides dwarves, over a century ago. So I don't know exactly where you'd approach that. Sorry. So, in short, he does not have an answer for you. You'd have to go talk to completely other people, unfortunately.
That's what he wants to do. He wants to find somebody about it.
Okay. So you want to, try to find. So you want to spend
Just
the majority of
inquiring,
your free time here trying to find where you can buy land.
Does that have to really be the majority of the time doing that?
Well, tell me what you
Sure,
want
let's
to
go
do
for it,
with
let's
your
go for it,
time,
let's go for
man.
it. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go for it. Go for it.
So what would you like to do? Is there other things you want to do instead, and see if you have the time remaining for it?
No, this is fine.
Okay, so you want to try to spend the remainder of this time here really trying to see who you can track down someone that would help you potentially purchase land. Okay, so
How specific?
make an investigation check.
10.
10? Yeah, all right. That
Let
works.
Domo
That
roll.
works against you for sure. You spend several days poking in and around, talking to people, figuring out where you go. And there's not a large amount of people in the streets, anyways. So it's so hard to find anyone that knows anything. And when you do find someone, they either don't want to talk to you, or they're either too busy with other affairs, or they don't have the information you seek. And so, in the end, you just realize that this is not the time to really be doing this. Like with all this other crap moving around, no one's really going to want to be selling property. And they got other things that are way more important on their radar right now than to purchase or acquire land or sell and to gain gold for land. It just, unfortunately, you don't find anyone. Sorry, man.
Yay.
So I mean, you could fit a couple. You could fit like one more of your shopping list if you had one more thing you wanted to do. I could let you do one more thing.
To the library. That's all.
Library researching what?
Yes. What I look for? I looked up for deities before. We're looking for.
Oh God, here we go again.
Yeah, no, right?
Oh, I just remember that episode, and I remember making the statement about awarding all other would-be DMs. Don't let your party see a library, otherwise you have to know everything in your universe. Because holy crap, they can
Yes, I
screw
have to know
you.
everything. But specifically about was it Elrian?
Oh,
If
that
the name
name.
pops up in there,
Hmm.
or something similar describing him.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the Coraldum. You know, the Coraldum. Jeez, wow. All right. Well, so when you enter inside, it's very, very, very vacant in there. There is no receptionist up front, but you do see people down down there doing some research. Most of the individuals that are down there happen to be people that you assume are under the employment of Elsie or working with Elsie. It seems like even this area was not immune to having to be forced drafts. Some of them maybe, but not a large amount probably were involved with the draft or forced militarism. So it's really so you start poking around looking for this stuff on your own because no one's really here helping you. There is no like staff. So make an investigation check.
24.
What was their natural roll?
17.
17. Okay. Elvrian specifically. So you do find nothing about that name specifically, but you find information about something that seems kind of similar to, maybe not him, but entities that are like that. Entities that seem to kind of function the same way. You gather information regarding oh god, I can't. Okay, yeah. You find a book that inside of it's actually talking about deities, and a long time ago it is theorized that prior to Arkelya's existence, that the deities were working in together in tandem, and they formed a pantheon. And supposedly before them, there was even a greater being. This greater being, which is not named, is potentially the rise of all existence in the universe. At least this is what this book is referring to. And it doesn't say what happened specifically, but it infers that some major event happens, and this entity formed the pantheon underneath it to support itself or to do something with it. During this period of time, a calamity occurred, and that entity, this originator, perished. But when it perished, it caused a huge disturbance, through the entire cosmos and its passing. And it's theorized that after this demise, that entities started appearing in different parts of the planes, of alien-like minds that consume, ravage, or know of magics that would be almost impossible to the rest of the world or rest of the population, and that the pantheon is at odds with these individuals, or at least some of them are. And so you kind of get this like chilling in your spine that maybe Elrian is one of these things that's fighting theoretically gods, maybe not. It doesn't actually give you, but it's similar in essence of the way Elrian functions. These like ancient magics and like the presidency vibe is kind of really synced with you, and you feel like that he might be related to it, he might not. So that's kind of what you uncover through your research at the Coraldum regarding that name.
Oof. Okay.
Okay. All right. Roderick's done. Doma's done. Ikal, let's go to you.
So, Akal wanted to spend basically his whole week researching about Midan, and also more specifically the Temple of Thorns and the Temple of Storms. Is it for Temple Storms for Varad?
Temple of Storms is
even?
Valad's temple, and then Temple of Thorns would be this other deity's temple. So,
Yeah. So he would like spend most of his time researching those. We don't have to talk
Sure,
about it now.
no,
You
yeah.
can talk about it later if you want. But
well, so short end of it, Roderick would have been a really good resource for you to go on that. And when he went to the library to research his Elrian, you could have kind of chimed in with him. Kroldum would have been a good place to have yourself deposited to have done research like that. And so just generic information about Midan, or it was the temples, right?
mainly I want to learn about the temples and the gods, like the religion itself.
Sure. Make an investigation roll.
That is a 14 flat.
Well, so we'll let fate decide. Actually, I guess is how we would do it. Actually, I need to read the. What's this? Yes. Okay. Okay. So you find a large amount of information about the two temples specifically, though the majority of your research is more involved with Valad than it happens to be with Marlesh.
Right.
You do uncover that the Temple of Thorns is a temple that was instituted in the original creation of Midan in its core. Midan itself, the city, didn't just come out of nothing. In fact, previously there was this tree that existed here prior to Midan's existence, and the temple was the first origination of Midan. They built the temple. They built the Temple of Thorns as the first real dwelling of Midan, and then Midan then slowly grew out of that into the city it is today. Sometime, potentially, a couple thousand years ago or so, did the Temple of Storms eventually become join into the ranks. Several of the citizens were opposed to this, and there was a very big clash between this, as a lot of the dwarves apparently originated, or at least in Midan, were completely devoted to Marlesh, which is the deity over nature and tempest. And so, as Vlad gained prominence, Marlesh's prominence decayed pretty rapidly. And so these books talk about how it's kind of almost as if when Vlad rose, that Marlesh just this was thrown to the side. Dwarves stopped caring about the ways of the ancients and the old, and started focusing more on persevering and trials, and conquest became very important to the Midan. Specifically, a very prominent individual, the current king at the time. I don't have a name for them at the moment, but a high sworn at the time was very interested in the control and acquisition or imperialism of the entire mountain. And so with that, it feels like Vlad is a deity that's way more in support of that. As this king grew in power, so too did this transference to Vlad come through. And you see this connection that maybe this was a political move of that king at the time to introduce a god of war and conquest, bringing their prevalence as almost a reason to go out there to conquer things.
Right.
The relationship seems too convenient from you. And so you feel like that, coming to this understanding now that all these issues that your people have witnessed, not all of them, but some of these issues that your people have had with the dwarves seems to click and make sense. That the reason why they are pushing for is because this one individual at one time long ago had this obsession that he wanted to claim the entire mountain. and it looks like that he was using religion as a tool to help accommodate that. During these points of time, you learn that Vlad himself, you get a little bit of information regarding him. So Vlad's symbol is that of a hand clutching a lightning bolt. That's his holy symbol. He goes by two main titles, is what's often depicted of him: the Lord of Trials or the Temperer of Fate. His technical domains are war. War is always accustomed to Vlad, a god of conquest and of trialing and combat. However, later on, through some more newer and newer books, you start seeing that some people are starting to revere Vlad in the domain of Tempest, as if he maybe was in control of it the entire time, or he has been gaining control over it. But either way, now people are starting to relate Vlad to the Tempest domain as well. Vlad's mythos. So you kind of start diving into who is this Vlad individual? How is this potential king using this individual as a means? And so Vlad's mythos itself is supposedly that he started immortal somewhere in the planes of existence, and through impossible challenges being repeatedly thrown his way, and overcoming them, that the current pantheon or current gods at the time believe that he earned his right, like he purchased his right to join the pantheon, and that they invited him to join. And so his own history of constantly fighting, constantly doing the impossible, he then views mortals out there in the universe now as every single one of them has the opportunity for the same. And so he's very ruthless in his trials for those that are out there, because he wants them to follow in his footsteps, is kind of the creed that almost seems to be implied from Vlad, that the world is tough and it's going to chew you alive, but you will persevere as long as you have the will. And if you don't have the will, then you don't deserve to live. You deserve to be turned into mush. It's a very harsh religion, but some people definitely find it very appealing. Definitely those that feel like that they're pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, for sure, find it a very appealing creed. So you uncovered those things, and that's as much as I can really kind of regale to you with your 14.
Right, and I just want to clarify that at the beginning you said that when Midan was being first founded, that they founded the first building really around the tree that was originally there, correct?
You found a book that indicated this.
Okay, right.
A book. There was other books that indicated that Midan has been here the entire time, but you kind of dismissed those. You feel that this one's probably more towards the truth that you think would make more sense.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. So that's a call, and then we have last member here would be Evelyn. So you have divvied up a little bit with some other people. What other things did you want to do?
There's really not much that I intended to do down here, to be honest.
Okay.
I just take some time, draw, that kind of stuff. But other than seeing the McRise and that kind of stuff, I really didn't have a lot that I wanted to check out.
Sure. So you wanted to participate in the role playing, but not so much character progression. There was a couple other things I figured you guys would do. I didn't expect so much towards the research realm, but okay, interesting. Okay, so then this is the last call.
Yeah, I'd probably spend time with Roderick and that kind of stuff, but that's pretty much it.
Sure. That's kind of unfortunate. You could have helped him done research or things like that, right?
I don't read Dwarvish. What help am I going
to
be?
That's a good catch. I would have actually forgot about that, but now that you bring it up, you're right. You wouldn't really be able to assist him.
I mean, if we were on the surface, then hell yeah, I'd be at the library all frickin' day.
That's how rusty I am at the moment. Okay. Still trying to get rid of that. Gosh. Okay. So, you guys, last call. Anything else anyone wants to try to do in Midan? Any one of you?
I'm fine.
You know, I might. Let me find. Actually, I would go to the palace and find one of the blades and ask about Duro's family, like if they know the Pathfinders or.
Okay. So you would have tried to see if you could find anything about that.
Right. That's what I would have done.
Make me a charisma check.
10.
10? Okay. So, while not a hostile conversation with several individuals at the palace, they seem to just be incredibly...
Would I be able to help her out, Laris? I currently have the ashes, so I'm interested in finding out what happened.
Yeah, but you...
I would have told them what I was doing. I would have probably asked if anyone wanted to go with me to find out.
I did bring it up, didn't I?
You went to the palace,
That I
right?
wanted to do this.
Alright, fine. I'll allow it, but this would definitely be the last call. Nothing else is going to be added on top of this.
Wait, I got one thing. Just one
Well,
thing.
we also have to check on Haname. I mean, that's pretty much
Come on
it.
now.
Haname?
I'll do that.
Suddenly, the list suddenly blows up.
Petite, were you thinking of Haname that entire time? You just
Alright.
wanted to say it.
So,
Well,
Doma, you
yeah,
can
I
help
just-
her,
I
but you
just
get
sent-
no. Doma,
sent
you can
out a
help her,
message.
but you would get nothing else. No other interactions. Are you okay with that?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Evelyn, you can roll with advantage. Doma's assisting you on this.
That's better. 21.
21. Okay. So he does. It is informed to you that unfortunately that the Pathfinder unit is all employed currently in the mines. That it makes sense that they would be out there. There really isn't
Makes
anyone.
sense.
There isn't anyone here. So to reach out and try to figure out where this Drunador comes from would be very, very difficult. However, speaking to a military individual, and several of them actually there, the name is known. Definitely, that Drunador name is known here. Not so much in the realm of Duro. You're asking, like, do you know a Duro? No, I don't know a Duro. But Drunador was a
his
very
family.
famous general long, long ago that was executed.
Oh.
Publicly executed for failure. And
Shit.
that the family name carries a very bad taint with it. And so, because you rolled, what was that, 21?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really high roll. You're able to envelop the conversation and maneuver it away to get more information out of it. And so what you uncover is that supposedly the Drunador name was a legacy of military individuals that were highly coveted, like respected individuals inside Midan's imperialistic march throughout the mountain. And specifically this individual was a general who was actually who would consistently be an advisor or an advisee of the current king at the time. However, there was a giant disaster that occurred that was under his rule, and that happens to deal with Graveltoe, this a city that was one of the postal routes from Midan to Hammerhold.
The one that was underwater, right?
Well, they're 21. Yes, they would reply to you. It is now a submerged, sunken city. Correct.
Oh. Dear.
This Graveltoe was the main route, actually, not the mines. Graveltoe was the main route originally from Hammerhold to Midan, or vice versa. And
Did it avoid most of the mines? Is that why?
it was
Or-
it was a faster route, a safer route, and it went through a town. And then in general,
Oh,
you didn't have to go through all the interwinds and the catacombing of a mine. It was just more of a direct
Right,
route.
right.
It was just far better, far safer, far more convenient. And the Drunadorn were the Drunadorn general. Gosh, what was his name?
I could tell you if you
Was
want.
this his father or his grandfather or like what?
Yes,
Would,
alright, so-
would I know that?
Gara Khazad, Drunadorn.
Garakazad?
Garakazad, sorry.
Garakazad.
Garakazad was the general, was this Drunadorn general, and he was effectively in charge of Hammerhold. And Hammerhold's main point is actually the entire route of not just Hammerhold and protecting the Grey Gate, but the route itself between that and Midan. And so when this city submerged, he was called back, and this was such an embarrassment to the king and the peoples. And then some people theorize that he intentionally did it. He drowned and killed the entire town. And so
Wow, that's a huge accusation.
and evidence seemed to support and suggest that this was the truth, and he was trialed and then held accountable and was publicly executed for it. And then the name Drunadorn was just pretty much gone. There was a Drunadorn that was known about 30 or 50 years ago who was trying to move up in ranks but having a very big difficulty. They went into the mines, and they believe that this person may have been a Pathfinder, may have not. They're not fully certain, but they remember another Dronadorn who went into the mines as maybe one of the first groups to go in, or maybe one of the more last ones. They don't really know, but that this person went in there but never were heard of again. And so ultimately no one knows of a Duro, but those are the two Dronadorns that these people do kind of remember.
Do recognize.
And
I'd
so,
find a Pathfinder in the mines to get any more information about the family, right?
at the moment, yeah, like they're kind of like, I don't know where this family is. I don't know if they even still exist. And then they're like good riddance to them. They're nothing but a bunch of failures. There's a very lacking of admiration towards that name at all anymore. You get this definite vibe that pretty much, like, when they were presenting this to you, they were kind of like scoffing, like yeah, they were good at once, but then look what they did. They just fucked everything up, and they deserve to all die, kind of thing. There's.
Huh. Thank you for the information. And I'd take my leave.
So you dismiss, and that would be what you've uncovered regarding Duro with or potentially with Duro and Doma. Okay, so then I guess the last
All right.
calls for so we have Ikal and Roderick. Only two more
Roderick
things you
will-
guys get to do. What?
All right, he's going to basically go to the prison where Hanami is supposed to be held, and basically see if we can get any information. if she's
Sure, you
alive
go
or
to the
not.
prison. There are wardens still there, and oh yeah, you want to go see your friend here, eh? Yeah, she's
Yeah,
over
sure,
in this
yeah.
cell over here, and so he brings you down through the jail. Eventually brings you up to a cell, and then there you see a Haname just stiff as a board, not moving, not breathing. It's like looks like they collapsed in the ground, dead. He rustles the key, he opens it up. Take your friend if you want it.
What happened?
You mean what happened? Don't pay any attention to that. She does this every day. Ugh.
Oh my God. Okay, he would.
She feigned death.
Okay. Roger could go up to Haname and check her vitals real quick.
No
And,
medicine check. No medicine check necessary. She's dead.
What?
All right, so he would smack her a few times.
There's no
Oh my
response
God.
from the body. Completely gone. You're positive that this person's dead. There's no reply.
He just said he did it every day. All right, Haname, wake up! Don't make me do this.
There is no reply from the body.
Spell magic.
You cast Dispel Magic. You cast Dispel Magic, and yeah, it automatically would work on this. Yeah, suddenly Haname's eyes open up. What? Oh no, did I really die?
Yeah.
And she looks up at you. Roger, what are you doing here?
No, but you're an idiot. Why would you do that to yourself?
She like sits up. Oh, my back. Oh,
Come here. He would bring her in for a hug.
you like you pull her, like you hug her and you pull her up, and she's like, "What's going on? I don't. Why are you here? I thought you all
will
left
be
me here to
explained.
just die."
All will be explained. Come on.
Okay, so you
Go
help her
on,
up to her
let's go back to
feet,
the
and
others.
then as you like kind of drag her out here, the warden, he's just like grumbling himself. She was not a pleasant prisoner. And he like closes the gate behind her as like you guys leave, locks it.
Oh my god, yes.
I can imagine. But thank you for taking care of her.
All right, so with that, you help Haname gather her any belongings she has, and then you. I thought you guys would enjoy that, honestly. And you take
That
her,
was
take her
fucking
out.
brilliant.
So Haname has rejoined her guys' group. All right. And so we would imply that you guys present her a fair amount of information about what's happened. Maybe not everything. I don't know what you would want or not. But
Stuff. Stuff.
She does tell all of you, so eventually at some point she would be brought back to the group, and she tells you pretty much what she's experienced. Yeah, I was pretty much thrown into prison the entire time, and, they were like, oh yeah, your friends are going in the mines, and they're doing what the king asks, and then maybe you'll be able to get out. And then she kind of grows into a state. Well, so yeah, we kind of waited around for a couple weeks, and then I heard that you guys just didn't come back. We thought you were coming back on the scout. So now I realized I was all alone. And there was no way out of here, and that you guys probably were dead, and that the only way I could get out was would have to trick my way out. So I was trying to feign death, but it just wasn't working. They would just leave my body in there for hours, like they just didn't give a shit. So I guess I couldn't pull one faster on them, and it was a very frustrating situation. But every time I would wake up, there'd be a new tray of food in there. So I mean, they were feeding me. They weren't mistreating me, but the fact that no one would come in to care about my beautiful, and she like runs her hand through her black hair, my beautiful dead body irritates me. So, and then eventually someone came in and they caught me at a really bad time, and I was waking up when they did, and they really realized that I wasn't actually dead, and then it blew my entire cover. So then I just didn't know what to do, so I just kept trying, hoping that one day they would just think I was actually dead, and that I would maybe wake up, and that I would be, in a crematory, but not locked up, and I could get out. I know it was a very dangerous thing, but I didn't want to rot away in prison.
It's a very dangerous game.
Yeah, but I mean, there was no way else to get my freedom. If you guys were gone, they would just left me there to die anyway, so I had no other option.
Well, they wouldn't leave you to die. They'd at least feed you. But God, you really thought the feigning death thing would work? Again?
I don't know. I thought it would work back at the training exercise. Didn't work then either. I don't know.
So your philosophy is to keep doing it even if it doesn't work?
Okay, let's see here, Evelyn. I know that we don't know each other for very long, but I mean,
it was just a question.
Okay.
It's all good. You're out. You're free.
Yes, I am, and
we're gonna be out here soon.
Robert could look at
Scally's bloody minds.
Who's
look,
this?
Look at Den.
Who's this friend of yours? Is she like
weird
gestures
expression on his
towards the cat man?
Oh, me.
Who's that call?
He would probably be looking at a
me?
book right now. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Haname, and you are? And you see what you see before you is about she was like 7 feet tall, 7 foot tall or so, female, blue, dragonborn, and most dragonborn don't have hair, but she happens to have some black hair coming out the top of her, off the top of her head. She seems relatively healthy. More on the thinner side for a dragonborn than on the muscular side. Gosh, I can't really. It's been so long since we talked about Haname. God.
She's sassy as fuck.
She is. I don't think I don't think I'm able to do it correctly, but yeah.
You don't have to.
So that would be I could find her token. I have her token, don't I? With the art they wanted to use. Do I have it still?
The almost explicit art.
Yeah.
Question: was there Dragonborn over in Karat? No. Yes.
Not just lizard people.
Karat, no. There's lizard men over in
This
Karat.
would be different, wouldn't it?
I don't have the token. I don't see it.
Akal's like, what are you?
I don't.
My name is Akal of the Broken Peaks. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Well, pleasure is mine. And you are hanging with these people. What's your relationship with them?
What exactly is our relationship with us now? I guess I'm the help.
Well, you're more of an acquaintance.
Acquaintance.
Acquaintance on the way to friend. At least that's how I see you. I don't know about the rest of these guys.
It is nice being around you all. But, long story short, my people need help. They needed help. They helped me. I helped them.
Oh, I see. A mutual symbiotic. Oh my God! Symbiotic relationship.
Yeah. I call. Are you prepared to leave the mines?
Yes, I am.
The real question is, do you want to come with us?
I mean,
That is the
I
plan.
don't want to take you from your people if they need you, but you're more than welcome to come with us and see the surface, and we can show you what we can show you.
It is my duty as the cast of my people to leave and acquire help. So yes, it would be great to come along.
I may be
As
able
you're
to...
talking here, you find suddenly the blue dragonborn is really close in your personal space, like uncomfortably close to your personal space. Like she's kind of like she's running her hand right through your hair on top of your head, like she's petting you, and she's just like absent-mindedly, just like in your, like uncomfortably close.
Haname, you don't touch people unless they ask, or at least you ask permission.
Oh no, he's fine with it. Look, he looks like he's enjoying it.
Haname,
Well,
please, let's not be rude.
Respect his personal
like takes a
space.
half a step back. Your fur was nice.
Sorry, I call.
It was very soft.
It's been a while since she's been around people, so. Although she was kind of like this before, I think.
Excuse me?
All right, shall we begin heading on to...
There you go, Laris.
Thank you.
call-
Yeah.
Call was speaking Draconic. We'll say this didn't happen.
Why?
And
I don't feel ashamed by it.
moving back to common. In any case, for the time being, I'm here with the group, and I will explore outside of the mines with you. As far as I know, this will be the first time one of my people has left since the closing. We don't talk about the people who have left. So, this will be a very interesting experience.
Is there anything you need or you want to ask us before we go, I guess?
Anything you want to do before we
You
go?
need to know? Yeah.
No, I've just been researching the people here and the temples, and it's interesting the things I have learned, but I'm good to go whenever you all are. I have everything I need.
Well, we promised the McRides we'd stop by for dinner before we left, so we should probably do that before we head out.
What? We're going to the McRides for dinner.
We promise.
I wasn't there for that.
I am
Roderick
so
and I
ready
promise.
to
At least to
have
see them, at
a
least.
actual
And say
meal.
goodbye.
They just serve you stale bread over and over again in prison.
All right.
And I have-
Sorry about.
Well, yes,
Sorry
Roger.
about the prison. Sorry about the prison thing. Let's get some good food.
I'm just
and then
glad you
we'll-
guys came back and then you actually got me out of there, because otherwise I would just be in a perpetual state of on the floor, I
Death?
guess.
Yeah.
Those
Let me be
dwarves
honest. If you
are
didn't,
so
if
rude.
I didn't know that I didn't know that you can cast that spell, I probably would have left you. Just to let you know, that was a horrible idea.
I had nothing
we need
else.
to
I had no choice. I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's go.
It worked out. I'm out now, right?
You
Yeah.
would've been
Yeah.
fine if you. No. Never mind.
Let's get
To the
going.
McRide.
Let's-
All right. So with that, you guys head back to McRide's and have an evening of festivity, very similar to the three of you would know of a normal McRide evening of just rowdiness. But there's not a large amount of food. It's very, very bland in the spread that's provided to you tonight. But there does seem to be a fair amount of alcohol present for anyone that is interested in drinking.
Oh, yeah.
And so, unless there's any interactions that you guys would like to have, we can move on. But that's up for you.
Open question. Well, I'll ask an open question to the spellcasters. Whenever one is feigned death, do you recognize the passage of time? Or is it like sleeping?
Roger Troll.
I've never used it. Haname?
Theoretical useless spell.
To my understanding, it is effectively a. I guess you could say it's like sleeping, but some cases you can have dreams, and some cases you can't. It's kind of sometimes like it's just a flash, and then you blink and you wake back up later, and other times you actually feel the presence of time moving. It's not consistent. I mean, there's this one time that we back when. Where's Oric?
Oh.
Missing in action currently.
We don't know what happened. He turned around and came back to Midan when we first entered, but apparently he
They haven't
never
found him.
made it back.
He's a strong man. A little bit on the annoying side, but he'll probably be fine. I mean, right?
Just kind of nod a little. Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully.
All right. So you guys, unfortunately, there's not enough bedding in the McRye's place for you guys to sleep there. They don't have the space for everyone. They do not. So where would you all like to spread out to sleep or go? Where would you like to split up? Maybe.
Watch is gonna sleep on the roof.
Climb on the roof. All right.
Okay.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
So
No, you're not. Get up there.
I really am.
okay.
No, just go to sleeping bag somewhere.
Just in the living room.
Or, yeah.
Okay. Haname really wants a bed, so she
Understandable.
she learns through interaction that there are beds at the Temple of Thorns, so she will head to the Temple of Thorns. Aniel will join her because Aniel hasn't seen her in a long time, so Aniel will go to the Temple of Thorns as well. All of that to just hit the temple. Anyone else want to? So there would be enough space for 4 of you, I think, at McRye's normally.
That was probably passed out somewhere from too much alcohol.
Okay.
Wait, where was Roderick? You slept where?
In the living room?
Well, with Aniel and Haname leaving, you actually have space for enough for you guys to have bed.
I'll take a bed wherever there's a bed. If
Okay.
I have to go back to the temple, I
Sure.
can go back. But
So you guys divvy off inside the McRye's itself. Okay.
I was gonna go sleep in the temple next to the tree.
Okay. The call goes to the temple. All right. So we'll go ahead and do that. A call, temple. Haname, temple. Aniel, temple. You
Oh, is that
three.
what she looked like? I almost forgot.
You three at
Yeah,
so
I know,
Haname
right?
looks like this. Is what the token they chose for that character a long time ago.
Took me a minute to track it down.
Yeah, I thought I kept it, but apparently I didn't. All right, and so we don't know what's with these 3 individuals because you guys didn't interact with them at all. So, fairly friendly group. Let's see. So I guess they would be at the temple because that's where they've been kind of residents this entire time. So this is kind of the rough breakout here. Okay. So you guys go to sleep. It's the next day you plan on then leaving, right?
if we're all done, yeah.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. I need perception checks at disadvantage from everyone.
Yikes.
Sleeping.
Disadvantage perception checks from everyone.
Oof.
Say again?
Disadvantage perception checks from everyone.
Disadvantage, why?
Because you're sleeping.
Okay, I'm using a lucky.
But a natural 20, Larry. Why?
Perception checks?
Perception checks, yeah.
17.
Disadvantage perception check for you, right?
17.
19. Disadvantage.
He lucky. Don't forget about that.
I did lucky. But I got 18, and then I got
So
a
when
low
you did,
number,
when
and
you
then
did
I got
that,
18
when you did that
again.
lucky, you selected the lowest dice, right?
Yeah, I rerolled the 4.
So it was a 4 or what?
18. And then I rolled 18 again.
All right, that's
So
not how,
17.
That's not how. So
Yeah,
what
you
it would be-
re-roll the lowest number.
Actually, you know what that would do instead? But what it would have been, it just would have been. You would just, it would can't.
I just re-rolled the 4.
So
Can't you
your
use lucky to
original, your
cancel
original roll was
disadvantage?
what? It was a 17 and a 4.
My original roll was an 18. Then I rolled a 4.
Mhm.
And then I luckied that 4, and I got another 18.
Okay, yeah, then that would be right. Okay.
So 17.
All right, so we'll start off with this group because there's 3 of you there. So 18, you said?
17.
17. All right, Evelyn, Roderick, what'd you guys get?
13. Each of us.
Both of you?
The luckiest number.
And we're arrested.
Okay.
I think Assassin's Creed.
I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, I was hoping he was finding music for the Great Gates.
All right. So, Roderick and Evelyn, not aware. Doma, in the middle of the night, you suddenly hear your door just barely creak open. And you see a shadow slowly slink its way into your room. And then you hear a in the glint of your eye, you see something flash. The three of you, please roll initiative.
Okay.
Oof.
What is my initiative again? It's like +1, right? So... Holy shit,
Wrong bar.
guys.
Wow, that's
Shit, what did I roll?
Wrong one, Doma.
One second.
It's the right. I'm sorry, I'm just using it as a placeholder for this.
Basically what
There you go.
All right.
Sorry, I had to look at the number again.
So, Doma, what was your
I'm
total?
not where I am. I'm 14? 13?
13.
Fucking, what was the number? Yeah, 14.
Okay, so, Doma, you just, as you hear that, ching, you see this flash of light and suddenly it comes sliding down towards you. Technically, you don't get surprised because you are aware of this person coming towards you. So then it would follow normal comment for you. However, Roderick and Evelyn are not as lucky. They end up getting the surprise run against them. So it would be Evelyn.
Crit.
Evelyn's the unfortunate one that gets that attack. So Evelyn, while you're sleeping, suddenly there's a sharp pain as your eyes flash up and you see. Well, I don't know if it actually hits you. You have to roll. Highly likely it's going to hit you in this state, but we'll see. That's a. I'm sorry, 19 to hit. Does a 19 hit you? It should, I think. Okay, so yes, a sharp pain
Shield.
suddenly just goes and she can't shield on surprise round.
I can't do surprise round, yeah.
So you suddenly feel a sharp pain in your in your side as you like scream out in pain. You look up and you see what appears to be a stout individual wearing thick black clothing, and he's got a short sword that just jabbed right into you. You take. It's a crit. Oh god. That, and then there's... can you please make a Constitution saving throw, Evelyn?
Where'd she sleep in comparison to me?
The room adjacent to you.
So, within 10 feet?
Like literally as I'm having here. So it's the room right adjacent to you. So if there's a thin wall. There's not a thin wall. There's a wall between the two of you. All right. An 8 you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 11 piercing damage, and then you take you take 32 poison damage.
Yikes.
And then he's going to try to attack you again.
Shield.
You wouldn't be able to
Shield
shield.
now?
Still surprised. But that one is that's a 14 to hit. What's your AC?
15. Misses.
Okay. So
Oh,
the
sweet.
second
Holy
attack.
crap.
Second attack
Oh
misses.
my god.
So Roderick, you wake up to as the person that's sleeping in the same bed next to you screams out in pain. As you are stirred awake, you see that she's currently being stabbed as the short sword is lifted up and then jammed into the spot where she's again, and she just barely manages to like roll to the side. She's clutching this wound. You see, like there's a large amount of blood just pouring out of her immediately. You see that figure there next to that, and then that would be the end of the surprise run for you individuals. At this point, we then follow initiative, which it would be this guy here actually in the room again. So this guy now, as he sees that he did not immediately just dispatch you one string of attacks, goes ahead and he'll swing out once towards Roderick, trying to get to while you're still prone. Natural 18, so that hits you, Roderick. Roderick, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, the ward, whatever.
You want to use Entropic Ward?
Yeah.
Shoot, that would have. Well. Okay, that would have become a. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so it still hits. All right, so you take 6 piercing damage, and then your con saving throw. What was it?
All right. Bracelet of Visions. Because I got a 6 on that.
All right, Bracelet of Visions.
Dodge 11.
11. All right, so you fail.
Mm-hmm.
You'll take 12 poison damage.
18 total.
12 poison damage plus, what did I say? 8? God damn, I didn't forget the first number.
6.
6, sure, 6. All right, yeah. All right, and then his last attack is going to try to attack Evelyn again. Which she's technically prone, so he has advantage. So that would be a...
Can I shield now? I guess I can wait to see if the number is.
You can shield
right.
now because initiative
wait.
starts. You can shield
I'll
now.
wait to see what the number is, right?
Yeah, so
I can
his
wait.
total is 22. That's what he had rolled.
It's not gonna matter. I'll let it go.
All right, so I'm making another con saving throw. You take 6 piercing damage. Another 3 on that.
Nine.
9. You fail. All right, so you take 6 piercing damage, and then on top of that, you take another 18 poison damage on top.
I'm down.
Okay,
I'm unconscious.
Evelyn's knocked unconscious. Roderick, he slashed once towards you, and then he just drives the blade right into Evelyn, and you just see her go limp right next to you. At this moment, he lands his 2 quick strikes, and he jumps back towards the door, seeing that you're still awake, and then he kind of repositioned himself. He does leave your melee if you want to make an opportunity attack against him.
Sure. What am I? What do I do with this? What do I add? I've never been.
What
melee
weapon are you
before.
swinging with?
I have a weapon in my hand. I thought I was asleep.
Okay, then you don't have a weapon in your hand. You just punch him. All
Okay,
right.
fine,
So
fine.
add your proficiency bonus plus your strength mod, or subtract your strength mod, whatever it happens to be.
Let's see. So it's 17 base, 19.
19. Okay, that hits him. So you do 1 plus or minus your strength mod at a minimum of 1 damage. So what's your strength mod?
It's minus 1.
All right, so you do 1 damage to him. As he jumps back, you manage to clock him, kind of in the shoulder, and he stumbles back a little bit, but he has the blade ready, and you feel this like burning in your veins. That you recognize that weapon was poisoned, and he's still in this room with you right now. So. All right, Dog, you're up. The guy, he basically tried to shove the blade towards you, and as he's bringing it down is when you kind of react. And so hasn't attacked you yet. What would you like to do here?
Do I know there's people in the room next to me?
You heard a scream.
Like in the room next to me, right?
Yes, you heard it through the walls.
You know that we're sleeping in the room next to you. I can't imagine you wouldn't have known that.
Misty step.
Yeah, you fucking can. Son of a bitch.
He's like, shit.
Yeah, shit indeed. All right, so suddenly you just reappear, poof, and I don't think you would probably. Gosh, you probably don't sleep in your armor, do you guys? You don't have that AC. All right. Yeah. So Doma, you don't have your armor on, and I don't think
I
you would.
passed out drunk. I'm probably wearing everything.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I guess that
That's
could
probably true.
that could be true. Yeah. All right, fine. I'll let you be wearing your armor. You don't have your weapon
Oh,
on
a
you
big
though.
cheeky this game.
I don't think
No,
you'd
I
have
probably
your
don't
weapon.
have a weapon.
Yeah. So you have your
That
fist.
doesn't matter when I punch someone.
Yeah, whatever. All right, so you have your fist. All right, so as you poof in the room, you see Roderick, and Roderick's kind of like getting up. He's clutching at a wound he has in his side, and you see like Evelyn, her arm is just rolled off of it. There's a bunch of red blood just all over the white sheets they're in there, and she's not moving at the moment.
Someone stumbles a little bit. Oh fuck.
You see this other guy,
This
his
is way
eyes
too
go
early in the
wide as he's
morning.
like turns towards you like he's appeared apparated in the middle of the air. Holy shit! It's pretty much what he's starting to say. What do you want to do?
Take care of Evelyn. I think I know what's going on. Then don't fucking dex the guy in the face in front of him.
All right, roll to attack.
I don't get my casual +5, do I, with my sword? Am I proficient with fists?
Yes, everyone's
Yeah.
proficient with their fists. You've been using them your whole life. It's kind of.
Okay.
You know how they work.
You might make a valid point there. I might think. Okay. 19 to hit.
19 hits. 19 does hit. Yes.
Smite.
Okay. What level?
First level.
All right. No, you don't roll the damage on the normal attack die because it's just your punch. So that's out in there.
Right. So I roll a d4 instead, right?
No, you don't. You don't.
Oh,
you
it just
do that if
automatically
you
goes
have
to
the
a
brawler
1.
feat. You don't have the brawler feat, so it's just 1 plus your strength mod, and then whatever your divine smite. So do you still want to just do a level 1 divine smite, or do you want to do it 2?
No, I want to kick that up. So level 2, that's 3 dice, right?
Yeah, 3d8. So just roll that extra 1 there. Okay. So it's a total of 17 radiant damage plus 1 plus your strength
My
mod.
strength is 3.
Yeah, so 4. So add 4 on top of that. So that'd be 21 damage total to this guy. So you strike him and for 21 damage. As you like reappear, you tell him, "Help Evelyn. I think I know what's going on." You just turn this guy, and he's currently like pulling the dagger, or not the dagger, the short sword. He tries to lash out to you, but as he lashed out towards you, like with a thrust, you step to the side, push him back, and you just grab his head and you just slam it right into the wall. As you see, it like kind of breaks part in the wall, and a burst of radiant explosion passes right after it. Ah! He screams as blood pours out of him. You still have anything else you want to do?
Hit him again.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Punch him in the face. Yeah.
Yeah. Screw you for stabbing Evelyn. That was almost an at 20.
It was. I was. Oh no! I was panicking.
That was so close. Just let me double that smite damage. No. That's probably not enough to hit anymore. What's my plus to hit? It's plus 6, so 11?
Does not hit.
Nope.
All right,
Keep.
so he then pushes you off, and he's like clutching his face, and you see there's a large amount of damage on his face. Looks like you've knocked out maybe 2 teeth. He looks ragged, but he's not dead. He looks hurt. And that's the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, next up, Roderick, your dex is what, a 14?
Yes.
All right, the other guy
It
goes
is.
first. You hear from the wall this muffled, "What the fuck?" I guess he's making an investigation, an intelligence check here to see if he. Oh, natural 20. Okay.
Oh, I figured it out.
He rushes 1, 2, breaks the door, and gets over here. And then he can't break the door. He gets over here, and then he sees his. He opens the door because it opens outward. So he pulls the door open, and he sees his friend. His friend is currently in front of him, and he looks in there. Shit! Let's get out of here! And then he just continues sprinting. So he gets that to, I think, around there, and that's the end of his turn. And his friend's like, no, we can still. Shit! As he looks back to all of you.
Shit.
Okay, that's the end of his turn. Roderick, you're up.
All right. So we run to wherever his bag is and pull out the greater potion and feed it to Evan.
Is the bag just on your bed? I don't think it'd just be on your
Should be
bed.
near
Right?
it.
You'd have to go.
I'm saying it should be near. So yeah, I'm saying he's getting up.
Yeah, so
and-
you can go. You run over to the bag, and you'd have to use your action to go dig through it because it's just like not on your person. So to be
um,
aware.
15 feet. I want to know where it's at. All right. That's fine. We're doing that.
All right, so you go run over there and grab a bag. So we'll just say like it's over here into the cabinet, and you get your potion, and you can move back if you'd like.
Yes. Shall.
Okay, so you have the potion in hand. You rush back to Evelyn. All right, and anything else in your turn?
I put it in my mouth and then I try to feed her and I'm stupid.
Evelyn, death saving throw.
Holy fuck.
One
5, 10. 5, 10. You're within 10 feet of me. You get a plus
right.
5 to your
You're
death
fucking
save.
right.
Okay.
Evelyn,
what?
that's a pass because his
You get a
stupid
plus
aura
5.
actually helps death saving throws.
Wait. What?
Okay, so
Because he gives me
You
plus
pass
5.
that death saving
yeah,
throw.
you have to get a
Jesus.
10 or higher to make a pass on a death saving throw, and his aura,
Right.
you're within 10 feet of him. You are within 10 feet, right? Yeah, and it actually does work on death saving throws. This is technically a success. Because he adds 5 because he went
Oh.
charisma. Well,
Okay.
all right.
Hi guys.
Okay.
Here for the
So,
party.
One pass for you right now, Evelyn. Yeah, it's really hard for you to fail apparently right now. Damn it, Duma. Damn you! All right. So
There goes all the tension.
while that's happening, it called. What was your perception check?
Mine was a 19, if I remember right. Let me check. Yep.
Holy shit.
All right. Let's see if this guy. Fuck, nat 1. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
You-
do I get?
you-
Can I surprise him? Like jump up?
So it calls suddenly in here you hear some footsteps and you kind of your ears perk up a little bit and you kind of look over your shoulder and you see a silhouette of an individual walking into here. Unfortunately, I don't know if you would know if they're bad. So can you make an insight check for me? I guess this would
Sure.
be determined if you recognize they have ill intent.
Ooh,
Because it's
not
not
that great.
wrong for someone just to go into the Temple of Thorns, right? So
Right. 12.
12. All right. So you don't seem to sense an ill intent of the person at the moment, but there's someone just walked in, and as they make their way over here, you see that they're looking around in the environment, and they make eye contact with you for a brief moment, as they then just decide to sit at the pew right next to you. They kind of just fold their arms, waiting patiently. And then you kind of just dismiss it for a period of time. And then he then tries to attack you at a random point. You hear and suddenly, pew! A shot is fired in your direction. Natural 20. Huzzah!
What the fuck?
All right, Paul.
It's a crossbow.
Yes.
Use your monk stuff. Catch it and throw it back.
It is a ranged attack. And you are aware
So wait,
you are aware
next
he's
to him
there.
And shooting him with a crossbow?
Yeah, he sat right next to him and he shot him through a crossbow. So
So does he be disadvantaged with the range shot?
right, and
So-
a call is right next to him.
Yeah.
It would be disadvantaged, the shot. It would be.
So
It's
get rid of
fine.
that.
It's
20?
no.
Yeah?
It's fine. It's fine because I can just use my reaction to deflect or catch the missile.
Okay, so
Fucking that's some monk shit
Naturally.
right there. Just catch this
Alright, so
crossbow
first
like
of all-
2 inches away from you.
Catch it, throw it right
what
back at him.
What I need from you is you hear the and you see right through his cloak a little shining light flashes right through. At that point you can try to instinctively grab it. What it is, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. And he does the bolt. That's 15 plus 3, 18 piercing damage.
All right. So, because of how the deflect missiles works, right? Do I use my reaction now and try to reduce the damage?
Yes, you would be.
Okay. All right.
It's not a D20, right? It's like a D10.
It's a roll, I think. Let me check. Oh no, yeah, you're right. It's just a D10 plus. I thought I had to roll and then do it. So yeah, it's a D10 plus. What was the damage?
He did 15 plus 3, 18.
I reduce it by 22. It's now no damage. I can catch it and throw it back.
Okay. Yeah.
That is
so-
epic.
You technically do. So the poison will not register on you because it actually has to hurt you. So you do catch it because that's an extra effect. So you can then it can throw a key and throw it back at him. Fuck.
So yeah, I'm gonna take the bolt since I'm right next to him. I'm just gonna stab him with the bolt.
All right.
If that's a thing.
Spend a key. Throw it back.
Yep.
So
Have your poison back, Larry.
Make the attack roll at disadvantage.
You would make the attack with proficiency. Oh, sweet. Is it disadvantage?
It would be. So in his case, he was sitting next to you. Since you did not detect that he was bad, I gave him advantage. And since he's melee, he lost it, so it was a flat roll. That's why he had the flat roll, which is why he had the nat 20. In your case, you guys are now in combat, and you're trying to hit him in melee. You have to throw it. You can't be a melee attack. You're technically
Pretty fucking
throwing
surprising.
I'm allowing you to flavor it to try to stab him, but it's still going to be. So what'd you roll on your disadvantage?
It is a 9 plus my proficiency. So I would add my dex to this, right?
Yes, you would.
That's a plus 8.
So total?
17.
That hits him. All right.
Fuck yeah.
Holy shit.
He'll take, so in this case, I think it's considered an improvised weapon from your case, so it's no longer a crit hitting him back. So you gotta roll a d4, I think.
It's
Not as a monk
Or does
weapon?
it say, does it actually do the same exact,
if you catch the missile, you can spend 1 key to make a range attack with the weapon or piece of ammunition you just caught. Is as part of the same reaction, you must you make this attack with proficiency regardless of your weapon proficiency, and the missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack. So I guess it's just whatever the damage of the bolt normally is.
You make the attack with a proficiency regardless of your weapon proficiency. The missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack. Yeah, so I guess that would just be the weapon. So go ahead and roll a d8 because you're using this bolt back at him. He'll make his con saving throw against the fucking poison. Natural 19, so he passes. So he'll take half.
It's 1 damage plus whatever.
Your proficiencies and all that.
Oh well. Go ahead. It's a ranged.
Add your dex mod. Add your dex mod.
Oh, so 6.
So 6 physical damage, and then he takes half of this poison. Oh, okay. So 6 on him. He's a dwarf. He would get advantage on poison and resistance, so he takes half of all of that. So first of all, 5, 10, 15 plus 4. Plus 4, 19? Yes, 19. So then he takes half of that, so he takes 9, and then he takes half from being a dwarf, so he takes 4 poison damage. All right. So 10 damage shot back from that. His crossbolt does not hit you. And you basically catch it with your tail. You flip it around, grab it in your hand, and you chuck it back at him. Like as you try to stab it into him. It scrapes by him. He goes, ah! And then you jam it right into the pew right next to you, into like the roots that make it. And now you've technically entered combat. Which, can you please go ahead and roll initiative now?
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Call, you need to calm
24?
down.
I don't like being surprised. Where's my...
Apparently, holy shit.
I don't know.
Bloody hell, Call.
Crap.
You were cooler than me, how dare you? That's why Akal is Doma's rival.
All I call is cool factor. That's it, that's all he has.
He's only cool.
So, alright, so Call, you get to go first.
Okay. I'm going to obviously stand up, and I'm going to start unleashing some attacks. I'm gonna give him some punch and kicks.
So you could tell that he's now taken
Give him the
aback. He
pause.
totally was not expecting you to take a point-blank crossbow bolt and catch it and stop it from hurting you. He thought he was gonna, one-shot you, and then. So now he's like panicked, like, oh shit. It's like his hood kind of pulls back, and you see this like male pattern baldness of this dwarf in front of you. You stand up, like kind of crack your neck a little bit as you go ahead and show him what's up. Go ahead and attack him. He's technically prone because he's sitting. So,
Advantage.
Yeah, he was trying to be really subtle and coy and like mafioso kill here.
Oh god, there's too many dice.
This totally backfired. Oh jeez.
All right, so 19 and a 15 plus 8. Yeah, those. I think those hit. Does he have like a 20 AC?
No, he doesn't. You hit.
Okay.
Does the 4 hit too? You have some ridiculous bonuses. Oh wait, there's advantage.
All right. So, do I need to with advantage? I don't remember advantage to roll on damage as well, or no?
It's
just
no.
the
It's
normal
just
damage.
it's just a normal.
Just the
damage.
attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not doing a lot of damage back to him with those hits.
Yeah.
But all right.
All right. So that's plus 5 on those. So 6 and 7,
So
and
12.
then I'm going to attempt a stunning strike on
All right.
1. Spin a key.
So what's the DC he has to pass?
DC is 14.
14. He rolled a 12. He is stunned.
Oh shit.
So suddenly he's like, oh, he like tries to get back up to get some distance. That's when you just kind of stand up and deliver 2 quick strikes. And as you lift the second strike like right in the neck, and he's just like, you see his body like tense up, the muscles swell, and you know you hit that pressure point, and he just like locked in place. His eyes dart up to you. There's like fear in his face, like he was not expecting this at all from you.
I'm going to now that he's stunned and I like have a breathing moment. I'm just gonna say,
Why are you doing this? And I may spare your life.
There's a as you see some froth near his mouth, as you recognize he's not gonna be able to speak because you stunned him.
You can think about it for a minute.
Anything else in your turn?
That's it.
Okay. Then that ends that. So with that in mind, correct. Okay. Moving down the line, it's now the guy in who's this guy? Yeah, the guy in this room.
Hello.
He fumbles a dagger out of his pocket, and he's going to make a ranged attack towards Roderick with the dagger. It will be disadvantaged as Doma's in melee with him. He's making a called shot, too. Not against Roderick, but against
Jesus
the potion
Christ.
in Roderick's hand.
Oh, that's
God.
rude.
Alright, so that's a natural 7 with a low. Add
Get wrecked.
6, 13. It's a potion.
But the potion has no AC,
The
basically.
potion's got a really shitty AC.
Oh.
but it's in his
13.
hand.
13. So he has a 13 total. Roderick,
Now,
what
what's
was
a
your-
potion's DC?
My AC is 14.
But are you wearing your armor?
He doesn't wear armor.
He wears studded leather
Yes, I
armor.
do wear
Oh,
studded
fuck, he
leather.
does.
It's 10 plus whatever your dex mod is there, Roderick. This might hit you. Which technically means it hits the potion.
It's a 12 without it.
So he hits the potion. You just hear a as the potion breaks in your hand, and this red fluid just falls all over you. And you see that this little dagger go right through, impacting the wall. As then he grins. Your friend's dead anyways. And now he's going to go ahead and take a step back and then chase after his other mate. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Opportunity
What
attack.
an opportunity.
Yeah, I'd like to smack him, please.
Go ahead and make an attack.
That's great. That's great. That's great.
Can you divine smite a reaction? I don't remember.
Oh, yes, I can.
Oof.
It's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Plus whatever.
That hits. That hits.
Second level divine smite, please. This little bitch just hit broken expensive
that-
potion.
That's what you're worried about?
No.
Really, though?
Alright, so an extra 13
I'm
radiant
kidding.
damage plus your 4 physical. So
Yeah.
17. Alright, so I see you strike him like in the back of the head and an explosion of radiant, and he like clutches in his right ear as it looks like there's just a huge amount of gout of blood spraying out of it as he stumbles away. He still is walking. As you look down at your hand, you see that there's a little bit of like partial of his ear. You think you might have just blew off his ear with that last strike. But there's a bunch of blood trailing on the ground as he runs out. So that covers that guy's turn. And now it would be, in response, the guy that's currently next to a call, who's currently stunned. He can't do anything. I think
He's
the
thinking
stun-
about what you say.
He's just like, as his muscles are locked up, and he's like trying to move, but he can't. It doesn't end till the end of your next turn, right?
Right.
Or the start of your turn. How's it work?
It's at the end of my next turn.
God, so he's still stunned. All right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, Doma, you're up.
Oh, I'm up.
Yeah, your turn.
Where is this guy? Did I see him leave?
He ran out of that room for sure.
What would it take to toss him to Roderick a potion?
An action.
A full action. Okay. Shit. Give him a potion. You have one lesser potion, Roderick.
Would your bag be
have
on
nothing.
you? Gosh. I should just let it no inventory at all. It makes this easier.
But he fell asleep.
Yeah, but like he's not gonna sleep
Here's
with his
Trump.
bag on him, right? That's gonna be ridiculous. He would have had his bag off while he was drinking, right? It would
If
have
we're
been.
Lay on
adventurers,
hands!
would we not keep like our potions on our person? I don't know, whatever.
I guess I'll allow it. 'Cause I didn't specify correctly.
There's
I
one in
should've-
my bag though, so Roderick can always try. I don't know, whatever.
So yes, you pass Roderick a potion, I guess. Sure, Doma.
Sure. I mean, if you don't want it to be that, I could just try lay on hands.
In my head,
in a
I
burst.
didn't want this, but I didn't quantify it correctly for you guys at the start of the combat. And since I went whatever earlier, I already put a precedent. So I feel like the right move here would be to say yes, you have it. It would be unfair of me to punish you for that because I didn't do my due diligence to inform you how I intended this scenario to be set up. So yes, you have your potion on you. This is my fail, not yours. So I shouldn't punish you over it.
Is Channel Divinity classed as an action?
Yes. Well, depending on
Okay.
which one you're doing, but yeah.
I don't know mine very well. I've only used it twice.
So, do you hand Roderick the potion or not?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so-
hand him the potion.
So you go through your own belongings. We'll assume your bag's on you, and you pull out one of your potions. What kind of potion is it?
It's just a lesser.
Okay, a lesser. So you grab a lesser and you toss it towards Roger, and Roger catches it. Anything else in your turn?
I book it after the guy in the
That's
hallway.
not the door. The door is
Thanks,
behind
Doma.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a dresser. All right. So
Okay.
You move over here. So that's what's it? This is 10 feet. You
That's-
have any
yeah.
remaining movement? You see two
What?
stout individuals running down the stairs as fast as they can. One of them, the closest one to you, turns his head over towards you, and he keeps booking it. Okay, you run right behind that guy, and that's it.
That's about all I can do.
All right, so your turn ends, and then it's technically this guy, the one you went right next to. Keep going, Elegant. I got this one. And he, with his short sword, he's gonna slash towards you. No shield, so no AC on that at least.
What was that name?
Arrogant. Doma, I have a natural 18 and a natural 17 for 2 attacks, so both hit you because your AC
Yep.
is 16. So I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
2 con saves?
Yes,
Okay.
2 con saves.
Let's see, that's +7. So, natural 1, I'm gonna lucky that. Okay, 14 plus 7,
Okay, that's a pass.
12 plus 7.
That's also a pass. So you pass both. All right. So first of all, you're going to take 6 piercing damage from the first strike. The second attack does 5 piercing damage to you. Okay. So 11 piercing damage from the 2 attacks, and then you feel
Okay.
this burning going through your veins. You're like as you kind of didn't manage to stop the attack. It's numbs more quickly than you would expect. You take half damage from the poison because you passed the save. So you take a
Okay.
total of from the first poison attack. Wow. God, you're lucky you passed. 18, 5, 23 plus 6. 29. 29 cut in half. So you take 14 poison damage from the first attack. The second attack does an additional. There's the low roll to balance it out. That would be 10, 14, 16. You take an additional 8 poison damage from the second attack. Okay. And then he's gonna go ahead and.
Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, I guess you can do that. Resistant. No, you're right. Your turn. You have your reaction. You're correct. Yeah, he makes his dex saving throw. What's your DC?
What's my damage?
Or
Oh, my
your
DC.
DC for Hellish Rebuke.
I have a DC for it? Oh god,
Yeah.
that's my DC, just regular, right?
I don't know. We'll find out. I think it's probably based off of. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Because racials don't use your standard spell stuff. They use other things. Hellish Rebuke. Charisma is your casting modifier, so it actually is your normal DC. You're lucky. Apparently, Tiefling Paladins are intended. What's your DC? Is it a 15 or a 16?
16.
16. Okay, so he it's a 6. Oh gosh, 14. Okay, he misses. He fails. Okay, so roll your 3d10.
11.
11. All right. So as you turn, like as you get slashed twice and you feel the burn in your veins, your eyes sparkle from as a gout of flame bursts towards him, and you see the dwarf do a flip while he's running down the stairs, and he manages to avoid a good amount of that fire. He still gets hurt, so he takes 5 fire damage in that exchange. And then he's going to then, with the remainder of his move, run past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He rushes down there. So that covers that.
Okay.
Now it's Roderick's turn. Roderick.
He'll give Evelyn the potion.
Okay, so normal potion, 2d4 plus 2.
What D4 is that?
That poor greater potion. May it rest in pieces.
I know, right? Seriously. 7 total.
7 total. Okay, Evelyn, you suddenly wake up. You're in pain. Your eyes are open, and you see like this potion kind of pulled out of your mouth as you see Roderick standing next to you with a concerned look on his face.
You okay?
No. What the? Where's Toma?
Trying to get those bastards. Roderick Wood. Am I kind of like near the? I should be next to the bed.
You're on the bed right now, technically. That little orange rectangle you're in is the bed. A really crappy bed.
Oh,
I
okay.
admit it. Yes.
Okay, but I'm not like laying down. Okay.
No.
So I'm going to ask you this: if I were to grab the sickle that should be sticking out of the bag, right? Would that cost an action?
I'll allow it. I'll allow you to grab it as your bonus action in
Alright.
this case.
All right, he'll take that and then he'll get out of the bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then follow right behind them.
So you run out of the room and you hear Doma running to the left, and you see these individuals kind of darting down the stairwell. So you chase after with your weapon in hand.
And one last thing, he would say aloud, Krista, can you follow them? Keep yourself out of harm though.
Okay, you make that command. Okay.
Sleepy Fairy's like, what?
So you say that out loud. You hear a. What's going on? And that's as a response to your.
After all this. After all this.
She's a heavy sleeper. What can I say? Evelyn, your turn. You're technically prone on the bed, covered in your own blood. You're barely conscious.
Shit. I'm just debating if I want to be really stupid or not.
Stupid. The name of our group. It's found.
So I am going to I'm in a dimension door downstairs.
To where?
So
So this is a approximation of the McRise. There's a kitchen, there's these tables here, there's technically this little blue square goes straight down here into like the under compartment where the brewing stuff is. There's also a bunch of brewing things up here, but that's more like underneath where the bed, the second floor. The green line is supposed to be like the second floor, and the blue line is kind of indicating the first floor.
I want to be like away from the stairs, but I want to have visibility of the stair. Like I shot out of the stairs.
So you can be Down here, anywhere in this area down here, that'd be visibility.
Where's the main door?
Main door's right here.
To leave. All right, I don't want to be. I don't want to
Main
be
door
there.
here.
I want to be.
Table. This right here indicates the hallway that goes down here. So it's
Is the kitchen open or not?
The kitchen is open.
Is it like it's open to the rest of the
Yeah,
hall?
you can see. This is like a little, I don't know, 3 foot tall, 2 foot tall counter that you can see over.
I am gonna dimension door then to the this hallway entrance.
Sure. So this hallway goes underneath the stairs. It goes down.
So I'll be able to see them leave, but they won't see me.
Right. So you could appear like right here, and you'll be underneath the stairs. The stairs are literally above your head, and you would be able to see them dart through, and they might not be able to see you because you're beneath them. So that's acceptable.
Right.
Okay.
I'll go there.
So go ahead and move your token where you'd like to put it. Sure. Okay. So you dimension door there. As you reappear, you hear these footsteps and a large amount of commotion. You kind of grab at your side, which is still hurting pretty badly. You still see there's a fair amount of blood like all over you at the moment. And you kind of put your hand against the wall to support yourself as you then steel yourself with enough resolve to get ready for the next round of combat. Okay. At this point, a call. You're up, and the guy in front of you is just like. He's trying to fight, but he's just unable to move still.
Yep.
So what do you want to do?
So is this dwarf like is he still sitting down like where I stunned him?
He was starting to stand back up. His right hand is currently placed against the armrest that's made out of the roots, and he was trying to get up, and then he's just locked right now. He's kind of teetering. He's barely still standing. He was pretty much attempting to flee.
Right. I'm going to spend my whole action to just talk, but I want to also remove his hand from the railing to get him to sit back down since he's stunned. If that's allowed.
Well, boy, so the muscles are locked.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
right.
like, kind of like rigor mortis, right? It's pretty much almost a statue. Like you could force it, but you're not gonna be just like, hey, here you go, and it won't really serve you a combat power. It won't give you a combat gain, unfortunately, in the situation.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna look at him and say, let's see. I don't want to word this. Oh, man. Dwarf. If you value your life, I've had this entire opportunity to end it. Yet I am willing to hear you out. Tell me why you've attacked me, and why I should let you live. If you run, you die. If you attack me, you die. Speak wisely. And that's my turn. Don't know if you want me to do like an intimidation or anything for that.
Make an intimidation roll.
Oof.
First,
Sad.
say what?
Yeah. I'm not good at intimidation. 3. Hopefully I can rely on what I've done to help me out.
So that covers that, and now it's this guy's turn, which is back over here. So he... Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna then dash. 1, 2, or over, like just jumps and slides on the top of the table. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets to the door. Doesn't make an acrobatics check to make sure he doesn't fall on his face. Natural 7 plus 6. Yeah, 13's enough. The table slide's not that difficult. So he gets to the door. And he's like booking it basically. As he's running out there. Hope your friend enjoys the casket. Let's see. And now it's the guy next to you, Akal, who's the stunned fate. And he's ragged. Lips! Get me cover fire! As he rolls to the side, he takes disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he just starts booking it down the hallway. Let's see, that covers his turn, and now it's Doma. Doma, you're up.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're behind this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to punch him so he falls down the stairs.
You can push him? to make him see if he falls down the stairs. Punching, I mean, you could hit him. You can hit him if you want to punch him. It's probably not going to knock him down the stairs, really.
Alright, let's see how much damage I do. I hit him.
Do you hit him?
Yep.
What'd you roll?
Rolling. 15 plus.
That
Well,
hits.
fucking, what's my plus again? 6?
Plus 6. That hits.
So, yeah, kill him. Smite, level 2.
Do you still have 3 level 2 spells?
I have 3. I have 3 of them, so I've used 2.
Okay.
I have 1 more.
Jesus Christ.
No, wait, never mind. I used Misty Step. So, level 1.
Okay.
10 plus 4. 14.
14. 14 damage total him. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you strike him once, another burst of radiant energy. Ah! He clutches at his like right bicep as there's like a lingering effect, and it's kind of almost gone limp. Ah! Anything else in your turn?
Hit him again.
Okay. Oh, that hits.
Yeah, that's a bit more damage. Level 1 smite, because apparently I have those. 13 plus 4, so, you know, number.
17, man.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's another 17 damage to him. Ah! And you know what? I'll let it happen. Let's see if he falls on the stairs. Acrobatics check. Does a lot of damage. Natural 20. Nope. He stumbles.
Fuck you.
He's still conscious. He's still okay. He doesn't roll down the stairs and like break his neck or something. Alright, anything else in your turn, Doma?
How wide is the staircase? Would I be able to get around him?
It's... Gosh, it's about 10 feet wide, so it's possible to squeeze yourself past him.
Whoop, whoop. Let's get right there.
Okay, you meet melee range. He makes a reaction attack against you.
Okay. Didn't mean to do that,
Natural
but...
19. So make a con saving throw.
Okay.
Oops, I don't know why I'm rolling 2. That's dumb. It's just 1.
Oof.
So take 8 piercing damage.
10?
10 is a failure on the con saving throw. So take 8 piercing damage, and you'll take an additional
Wait for it.
9 plus 4, 13. Wow. Whoa. Plus 4.
Why couldn't I have gotten that one?
I
Come
don't.
on.
Well, he cut a crit on you too, so it got double.
That's true.
Yes. Oh, I forgot my math. 8, 3, 13 plus 4. 17. 17 poison damage is done as it courses through you. So as you roll by him, he slashes you against with the short sword, and you just feels another burning going through your veins.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, Doma? Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Your turn ends. Moving on to the guy that's next to Roderick. All right. That's this. Wait, what? No, it's the one next to Doma. Yeah, the one next to Doma. Yeah, this is the monk one. Monkish looking one. The one next to Doma's right here. Another natural 20. Doma! Can you please tell me what's your rough health percentage at? Because he's inciting you to see if you're pretty hurt.
4?
You're at 4%?
4 health.
Yeah, so you look hurt. He notices this. He's gonna rush right up to you, and he's gonna just try to stab you twice. You're lucky on the first attack. That's 13, so that misses.
Does he miss?
But the 15 does hit, because the 15 becomes a 21. So
Lucky that.
You can! Oh, fuck.
Okay, yep.
God damn, I hate this feat! Alright, natural 11 instead. That becomes a 17 to hit. Your AC's 16, so it hits you?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Unless I have my shield.
So, I think you're going unconscious, because the physical attack does 4 plus 3, 7.
Yeah, I go down.
And then the poison, I don't think can flat out kill you. It's only...
No.
Yeah, it does about up to 36. So you won't instantly die, but you just the first strike comes at you, you kind of push his hand to the side, and he just like almost like there's like a hidden blade like underneath his arm. It shoots out and strikes you right in the abdomen, and you just go as your eyes roll in the back of your head, and you slump to the ground. You're unconscious. of which then he's going to keep running. So he did,
Mhm.
so that was 1 here, so then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that covers that. That guy's turn. Roderick, you're up.
Fudge.
So you heard you heard some stumbling as you go down the stairs. This is a stairwell you can't see down. It's a wall to your side. So you actually have to go down the stairs to see people. So that's 2 squares for you. You can move a couple more.
Is it right there where I pointed, or is that just?
No, so you started here, right? So 1, I'm sorry, here. 1, 2. So you're moved here. You can move to here for 3. And then you... Oh, I'm sorry, well, yeah, I guess this square is actually complete. So yeah, it'd be right here. That's 3, and then you can go 4. Yeah, this was not necessarily... I hastily drew this, I'm sorry. You could end up here if you move your full 6 squares. So as you turn on the corner, you see Doma just slumped against the wall, and he's kind of sliding right now, and you see blood like leaking out of him. He looks pretty hurt.
Shit.
And he was unconscious. As you stare down, you see these 2 short individuals just booking it. You have no idea where Evelyn is. You don't know she's below you at the moment. So what do you want to do? You're right next to Doma right now, as you see these guys running. Rough appearance. These guys look pretty hurt, but they're still standing.
Where's Krista in this? Where's she at?
You don't know her exact location. Right, I don't think it lets you know where she is. Just know you can speak with her as long as she's within a mile of you. Is that right?
Well, no, I don't have that. I don't have that invocation. It's
Yeah, but I think everyone's looking. Well, like 100 feet. So you would be able to speak to her, but you wouldn't know where she actually is at all times. Would be my argument. I think that's how it is. You could check if you want, or you could want me to check it for you. I don't believe you know where she is at all times. All right, your silence makes me feel like I need to go look it up. So find familiar.
Don't worry about it. All right. I'm gonna go out on a limb, guys. I'm going to cast banishment on that one. That guy there, and I can see.
Banishment. All right. That's a charisma saving throw. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So he... Oh, wow, he has 0 on charisma. He rolled a 18. What's your DC?
16.
He resisted.
Wow. All right. Well,
You guys are pros.
pros apparently, yeah, pros. Pros before hoes. Okay. Well, that'll be it as he tries to see if he can get Doma right and yells out again, Krista, follow them quickly.
Follow who? I don't.
It's the dwarves.
So
At the door.
she'll respond on her turn. God, she rolled a natural 3. What's her dex? Like 1?
No. What's her dex? Where it should be 18.
So she has a +4. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4. All right, 7. Technically, she'll go next. Wow. All right. All right, let's get a Krista token up here. I don't actually have a sprite thing. So she was actually in your room. That's where she was. On her turn, she's gonna follow your command. When she flies, like what, 30 feet?
40.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She flies over here and she sees you, and you see her at this moment, and she like rushes up to you. Who? Where? I don't. Seems like she's a little behind on the terms because she wasn't witnessing all the things that you guys are talking about this moment. I fucking forgot you had this stupid sprite. God damn it. So
He'll point and keep invisible them.
So she sees them at this point, but she is behind them. So she nods to you, but she can't cast invisibility right now because she used her turn to dash. So, all right, Evelyn, you're up.
Of the 2 dwarves I see, what one looks more hurt? Or what one attacked me? Is it the first one that attacked me?
It's
the
a blur at this point. You really don't know. They're kind of the same stature. They look very similarly dressed.
All right,
it's
what
hard.
one looks more hurt?
So in that case, go ahead and make an insight check.
Is that my turn then?
No. They're both really hurt. So to determine which one is more hurt, I'm having you roll.
22.
The one that's near the door looks like they are more injured.
All right, I am gonna cast Chromatic Orb level 3 on him with fire.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Did it even move?
It's showing me a 7 now. I'm not always watching your guys' actual rolls.
15.
So 15. AC is 15. You hit. Barely.
All right. So 5d8.
Wait, surprise!
You would have advantage on the attack, but I mean, I guess it could
Yeah, it
crit.
doesn't matter.
You have advantage on the attack. Go ahead and roll another natural 20. Try to see if you get a natural 20. See if it crits.
Just go ahead and roll another natural 20, please.
So, okay,
No,
so
but it's higher.
it's just a
Yeah.
hit. All right, so roll your 5d8. 'Cause 3. Yep, 5d8. Hey, Potato, I know you're waiting patiently. Just for coming.
Yeah, that's great.
1 and the 3.
Okay, you burn a sorcery point to reroll.
All right.
So 24 plus 5, right?
5.
29 fire damage. Yeah, that guy is dead. Just as he's like starts running around, like kind of like your standard stuntman in an action movie. He's like flailing his arms around wildly as his body just gets engulfed in flames, and he just stumbles and falls into the ground and rolls, and he's like halfway out the door, but he didn't fully make it, so he's dead.
Right in front of his friend too.
Yeah, but he's on the ground burning. Like the guy can probably jump over it with a mildly easy check. All right. Evan,
That's
anything
my
else on your
turn.
turn? Okay. A call. You're up. A call as you stand up. Your ears twitch just for a brief moment as you hear, and you see way down here, a dart coming towards your location currently. At the start of your turn. Okay. Yeah.
Huh.
She has advantage. Otherwise, she'd miss. That would be a 18 exact to hit. God dang, that crappy.
That equals my EC.
So it hits.
I didn't use my reaction last round. Can I use that now?
Yes.
All right.
So technically, this is the start of your turn too. So you would have your
Right.
reaction up anyways. So with that, it would be a you go ahead and try to catch it if you want to use your reaction for this.
Yes, I will. Tell me the damage I gotta beat.
All right. So you have to beat 9 piercing, otherwise you get an arrow in your gut. It's not an arrow in your butt. That was an arrow in your gut. G.
Oh yeah, I'm catching this.
Okay, you catch
Hold
it.
on. Let me see. So it's 4 plus my dex plus my monk level. Yeah, I'm catching that.
All right. So
All right, gonna throw it back. Can I
okay.
see them?
You cannot see this
Can
individual
a monk
right
choose their target? Who they're throwing it at?
Let me look. You can make a ranged attack. So
So you
yeah,
get to choose.
I get to choose.
now. Yeah. So
I'm gonna throw it at the guy I see.
All right, and so it's like a throw weapon, is what it is.
Yeah,
So
it's
So is he within the minimum? I think throws don't have a large amount of range. There's
26.
so many rules that are not normally used
Yeah.
here that in this encounter.
it's a ranged attack with the
dart-
ammo.
Dart typically has 20-60, so is he within 20? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's out of that range. So that would be it'd be disadvantaged, the throw.
Okay.
Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he is just out of range of it from a dart. I think dart functions most throw. Yeah.
So if I caught like an arrow, it would still function like a dart, but with the damage of the arrow in terms of the throw.
That's how I would interpret it, honestly, at this point.
Right.
Yeah, because you don't have the full action of the crossbow to that tension, right?
Yeah, I don't hit. It's 4 plus let's see, plus my proficiency, so that's an 8.
That doesn't hit.
So, yeah, 12 doesn't hit. Well, at least I
Even
did get
even
hit.
if you took your highest roll, it would have missed too. So
Yeah.
So even
At
with
least I
taking
did
that
get hit.
advantage. All right, so you throw the dart and misses. You use a key for that. It's still the start of your turn, but you know someone's covering this guy as he's retreating.
All right, reduce my key. All right, I'm gonna run after this guy. I
Okay.
could definitely catch him with a single movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I am going to attack this man.
Okay.
My 2
Why'd you roll a
attacks.
d10 with that?
That's a good question. So first attack is that's a 20 and a 10. So
10
the
miss,
20 hits.
20 hits.
Yep. And that's 9 damage. And then I'm gonna flurry of blows.
All right. Flurry of blows. 2 more attacks. Another key down.
Yep. That is 18 and a 20.
Both hit.
All right. So that is 9 and 9. 18 more damage.
All right. So after your onslaught, he's still barely conscious at this moment.
All right. Open hand from the flurry of blows. I'm going to attempt to knock him prone on the first one.
Okay, what does he need to beat?
He needs to beat a. It's just It's a dex saving throw. If we knock prone, it's a 14. Is my DC.
Okay, thank God it's Dex. He just passes it.
Oh man. All right. All right. So then the other hit, I'm gonna make him do the same check.
Okay.
Dex or be knocked prone.
Yeah, he passes it again.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Your turn ends, and now it's the dead one. He's dead. So no. He's incinerated. Way to go, Evelyn. All right, so now it's the one in your room. Fuck, get off me! And he turns around and just throws something against the ground. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oof. 16.
You pass. So there's a giant bright flash. And there's like a ringing in your ears. And then as that fades, you see that he is running out of melee, of which you don't have reaction because you used it to catch the arrow.
Right.
So he just books it, but he threw something against the ground that caused a huge puff of smoke and a bright light, and it's like this ringing in your ears. But you are not under the ill effect of it. It did not technically blind you. Fuck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that was his action to throw that. So that he just basically he's now kind of near the archway, like he's basically running out of it. So he's kind of, there's like a silhouette. It's hard to see him. You just see like there's a black like image of where he is as he's running off away from you.
Right.
So that covers his turn, and then it technically would be Doma's turn.
Death saving throw.
Yeah. Which your thing does not work on yourself.
No.
Ah, yes, Roderick. You would think that would be correct, but there's some special rules with these guys.
Fail.
Fail? Alright. So, Doma, one failed saving throw. And now it would be this other guy's turn. 1, 2, 3. He just jumps over his friend because he ain't gonna die with this shit. Oh wait, no, he has good acrobatics, yeah. Okay, I was about to panic for him. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, he makes it, barely. Well, not barely, moderate enough. Jumps over, and then, wait, shit, where did he start? Here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll break, line of sight, and then he's going to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just start running down an alleyway, getting distance. All right. Technically, it is now Roderick's turn. Roderick, what do you want to do?
Help Doma.
Okay, how?
Is there a way that I can stabilize him?
You would need something to help you.
Medicine check?
I mean, you gotta elect to me what you're doing. So you currently
There's
see
a
Doma.
potion in my bag.
So that you currently see that Doma is just unconscious on the ground. He's slumped and he's kind of about to almost practically slide down the stairs, but he is holding-ish for now. There's blood leaking out of him. His eyes are rolling in the back of his head.
He doesn't have his bag.
Huh?
He doesn't have his bag with
He
him.
does have his bag. This ruling was made that he does have his bag.
All right. Then I will search through his bag for another potion.
Okay.
You find one lesser, one greater.
So you will find make an investigation check. Because I think in this state and panic, it's gonna be per fate here.
I didn't even freaking. Oh, whatever. 12.
12? Yeah. All right. So in this case, you do see both. You can pick which one you want.
The lesser for now.
Okay. So you grab the lesser. You have the lesser potion.
Shove it in his mouth.
Technically, the interaction of taking an item off of an ally is an action, so you can't administer to him this turn, unfortunately. So that was your action.
Ooh.
Is there any bonus action or movement you'd like to do?
Bonus action. Let me see. No, I'm not doing it.
Okay. So you're gonna hold your ground.
Yep. Basically, try to keep Doma from sliding down the steps. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. He won't fall. All right. So then Krista's going to chase after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then she'll cast invisibility on herself because she's not gonna, with her 1 hit point, she doesn't want to get killed. So she'll disappear. Whoop. And now it's Evelyn's turn. Evelyn, you see a little of like some kind of mosquito or something fly through and then doesn't suddenly disappear. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna come around the corner and look up the stairs.
You should turn around the corner, you look up the stairs, you see Roderick, who looks slightly hurt, but you see Doma's unconscious and you're in pain. What do you want to do?
Is Krista following him?
She's literally behind you. She's a little behind right now. Yeah.
All right. I don't. I'm gonna. I mean, I don't want to follow him and have like open combat in the street. So I think I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down on the stairs.
Okay, so you just kind of plop yourself on the ground, just 2 in pain, 2 in fatigued, and just not worth the gamble. So you.
I got like very little health, so yeah.
All right, you go back to the top of the round. A call. You hear it, and another bolt is shot at you at the start of your turn.
All right.
That's an 18 to hit again. Natural 12.
Nice.
All right.
That hit. Let's see. Do I wanna?
Oh, I want to do this. It's not this. It's this.
I'm gonna use deflect missiles, but don't think I have to spin the key unless I throw it back.
Correct. You don't. It's
Yeah.
It's just a reaction to catch. If you want to throw, it's your
All
key. So this is a really easy catch for you. The lowest it can be. You need to beat 4 damage.
All right, I beat it.
All right, the arrow flums towards you.
Swatted away.
It kind of makes you like it gets you this notion that there's like a duo here, and you're feeling like if you chase, sure you might be able to take that guy out, but you don't know how many more threats are out there.
Yeah.
So you're calling it, but there definitely is some suppression fire here and teamwork in tandem on trying to help their allies. So you do stop the arrow. Your turn begins. You may proceed how you would like.
So how long is it till this guy reaches that doorway that I can't see the person?
The next turn he will be out, and then he would be out on the streets. So he won't just be out. He'll be out in the streets effectively on his next turn.
So if I technically stopped him here, we would still be inside.
Yes, at this moment.
Okay. I'm gonna run forward, and I'm going to unleash a attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and keep him inside. My first 2 attacks.
Hit.
I'm assuming the 12 misses. Yeah.
12 misses. The 15 hits though.
All right, first hit.
How do you want
That's
to do
10
it?
damage.
How do you want to do it? he's gone. He did not have the health to survive even one more hit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sweep his leg so he trips and falls, and then slam my fist onto his head after he falls on the ground.
Yeah, so you just leg sweep him as he turns around. Shit, you! As he's basically realizing his blinding thing did not work, and then you just kind of kick his leg from underneath him as he falls down the ground. Before his head even impacts the ground, you manage, with such agile and dexterity, you just with your hand face palm him right into the ground, and he's immediately unconscious. The body goes limp. It's kind of like a dent in the ground a little bit from from you just forcing him in the ground. You think you might have just fractured or definitely broke his skull from that impact. Anything else in your turn?
I'd just say I told you, and then that's my turn.
Okay. So at that, then he's gone. So moving on.
I told
Doma, you're up.
I love it.
Death saving throw.
Oh shit.
All right.
Yeah.
Does he get his +5 because he's
No,
dumb?
he has to
I
be
have
conscious.
to be awake to do it.
He has to be conscious to do it.
Oh shit.
He rolls a nat 1. Another fail.
Oh,
that
yeah,
one.
thank God.
Yeah, if you rolled a nat
Thank
1, it
God.
would have been death.
And I'm notorious for those things.
And you can't luck. I don't think you would be able to lucky in that situation either, honestly.
I don't know.
I wouldn't allow. I don't think I would allow lucky in there. All right, Roderick, you're up.
Give him a potion. All right. Yeah. 2d4. Uh, 11.
Better.
11.
11 HP. I'll take 11.
Okay,
Yeah.
Doma, you suddenly wake back up from the clutches of death. You are awake. Hey, Roderick, what's Krista's perception?
Perception. Just a moment. That would be passive, or you want regular?
Her actual perception, the skill.
I'm seeing right there. Plus 3 to perception.
+3. Okay, thank you. All right, so Doma, you're awake. Roderick's has a potion at hand. At this moment, combat has effectively ended. None of you have the means to pursue your enemies. Krista has lost sight of the individuals. That one guy that got away managed to stealth and got high enough that she did not see him. So combat has ended.
I'm gonna go to the McRae's room and see if they're okay.
Okay, so Evelyn, you stumble your way through the house to go see if they're okay.
After getting my bearings, can I check the dead body?
For sure, yeah. So Doma, you'd go up to the dead body.
Rauch will go with him.
Sure. So you guys are like really, really hurt, but kind of making sure other people are okay. Evelyn, as you go into the room, the McRae room, you do see that Lorcan, he's currently like throwing on like plate armor. He's like, or some kind of like armor. Like he's only like halfway equipped. Like he was pretty much getting himself ready for combat. And there is Gale off the side with like what do you call it? A rolling pin in like one hand, basically like just ready to clamor whoever comes to that door, basically with it.
I'm like clutching my side. I'm like, are you guys okay?
What the hell is going on? As he's like trying to put on a boot and he's
Assassins.
bouncing, like, and he falls on the bed.
Assassins.
Then why?
And I just kind of like, I lean against the wall and just kind of slide down to like
Gale
a
like
sitting
rushes
position.
up to you. She just drops the pin and catches you and like kind of pulls you over to the bed and like places you next to her and she's like, oh shit, you hurt. Fuck. I'll be alright out there. And like Lorcan like stumbles outside, only half equipped as he comes out here. You guys are now inspecting the body. What do you see on the? Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yeah, do it with advantage, my good friend.
Okay.
Nice.
So we got the high of 16. That's a 23.
23. Okay. On the person's body, you see there's a tattoo on his neck, and then the tattoo is that of a snake wrapped around a bat, and the snake is like biting into the bat basically. On his person there is a sack of coin, and the coin that is apparent is I guess I gotta roll. Oh man, I don't know how you guys end up with so much money all the time. That's not that much. You'll end up with 52 gold coins on his person. which is a sizable sum for an average citizen. Okay.
Yeah.
Bat being eaten by a snake tattoo and gold on him. Fair amount of point. He has 2 short swords. The 2 short swords are coated with a poison. You can see that. You see there is a vial on him, 1 unused vial of poison that is still currently on his person. And then he does have a light crossbow that is underneath his cloak on his back. Armor is leather armor, nothing incredibly fancy. I'm sorry, studded leather armor is on his person. Slightly damaged, but not to the point where it would be unrepairable. You could probably use it if you wanted it. And those are the things on him. So, 2 short swords, 1 vial of poison.
Roger will take a vial of poison. The vial of poison.
Guess I'll just take the weapons.
And then light crossbow and studded leather armor.
He does. Or don't throw those in the bag.
What, all 3 of the things?
Yeah, we can sell
Okay.
them later.
All right. And at this moment, a call. What are you up to? You kind of like crouch down, waiting for another arrow to get fired in your direction at the start of your turn, basically, and nothing comes. And then you get the notion that they're probably bailed. Once their ally dropped, they just left them there before that you made visual contact and pursued them, kind of thing.
All right. Right quick, I'm gonna do a cursory look over the body, look for any identifiers, papers, like contracts, stuff like that.
Make an investigation roll.
Ooh. 19.
19. Okay. You find a sack of coin on them. The amount of coin on this individual. You're more rich. You find 98 gold coins on this individual. And you also see this tattoo upon the person. This person has it down on their wrists, underneath their sleeve, basically. Same bat being eaten by a snake, basically, coiled around them. As far as other artifacts, this person had a 1-hand crossbow, and then they had a light crossbow on them, and then there is a short sword on their person.
Okay. I leave the body as it is, and I'm going to run and check up on the others using my extreme speed.
Okay. All right, so you go rush off to McRise?
No, I mean like the people at the temple. So like Lena, Aniel, Haname, stuff like that.
Okay, so as you break down to go towards those cubbyways, where you would expect the other individuals, as you turn left, you see that one of the doors has been broken open inward, which you would recognize as Lena's dwelling. As you enter into it cautiously, you peek your head around the corner, and you do see a unmoving body of a dwarf on the ground, face first, in a pile of blood. You see brown hair, curly, and then behind that individual is a female dwarf standing there with a war maul in hand, and she's panting heavily. And then behind her in the bed, crouched in the corner, is Lena, who's just cowering. There is Captain Miles standing in front of Lena with her war maul covered with blood all over it. And there's a dead assassin in front of her. And her eyes go a little wide as she sees you enter the room. What the hell is going on out here?
There was 2 that attacked me. They ran away. Is everything okay?
I heard a commotion from the room adjacent to us, and now someone came barging in, and they tried to... And then you see Lena, she's just kind of like cowering in fear. They tried to execute her, I think, or assassinate her, or whatever you say. And if I didn't wake up in time, they would have done it.
Stay here, I'll grab the other 2 and see if they're okay.
Be careful out there, there's probably more.
And then I'm gonna go check the other rooms.
Okay. You move to the rooms adjacent to you. The room adjacent to you would be the room with your Dragonborn friend. Haname's dead.
Oh my
Wow!
Wow!
god.
Wow!
There's a
All right,
large
all right,
puncture
sorry.
wound right in her neck. and there's just blood all over the sheets.
Just insta killed.
Yeah, she was only level 5 the last you guys left her.
It's been that long? Oh my god, wow.
Yeah.
I know, right?
She was only level 5.
Been months.
Call just walks up, closes her eyes, makes sure they're closed, and then heads out, look into the other room.
Okay. As you go into the other room is barred, closed, locked, and you have to like push yourself against it, and it doesn't seem to open.
I'm gonna give it a couple knocks. It is a call.
What's going on out there? You hear Aniel call from the inside of that room.
Are you safe? Has nobody come in?
Yes. I heard a scream and then, and you hear, as then the door like opens up and there's Aniel with like her hair all dead messed and cowlicked and stuff like that. She looks not pretty at all at the moment. Thank God Donald's not there right now.
Right. Ekals would say, "Go to the room with Lena and Captain Miles." As he says he's gonna walk and close the door to Haname's room, and kind of point to go to that room. It's safe there.
Okay. So at this moment, make a perception check.
Yep. Yeah. 13, not good.
13.
Might still be good enough though.
Your AC's 18, right?
It is 18.
Ah.
And you will not have a reaction. So.
Shank.
Take 8 plus 3. Take 11 piercing damage. Make a con saving throw.
It's a lot of dice.
Yeah, because it's a
Yeah, that was a lot of dice.
15 on the con saving throw.
10 on con saving throw. Okay. God, you just passed. Wow. Okay. So you take half. Okay.
Okay.
So.
Piercing was 11. How much?
It's 10 plus 3. 13. Sorry, 13.
13
Yeah,
pierce.
it should be
Okay.
13 pierce. At least that's with the dice. I don't know if I changed them, but it should be 13. At least what they're showing right now.
Okay.
You take 9 plus 2 is 11 plus 5 is 16 plus an additional 3. That's 19 poison damage, and now we do the crit.
And this is going to be halved, right?
Yes, it will be halved.
Okay.
An additional, so that was what did I say was 19? What was it previously?
Yes,
Okay.
I think.
All right, so that's 20, 29. 29 plus 4 is 33 plus 5. 38. Take 38 poison damage cut in half, so take 16 poison damage. As a crossbolt, something finds itself right in your shoulder, and you kind of instinctively crouch down. You feel this burning sensation in your body. You quickly grab the arrow and pull it out. Put your hand against your shoulder. You recognize that whoever that person was previously just took another shot at you. You scan around to look for where they are, and you can't see them, but based on trajectory, they got to be on a rooftop nearby at this exact moment. So now you're currently technically in front of Haname's room as you close the door, and you just got hit by an arrow. What do you want to do? A crossbolt, I mean. What do you want to do?
I am going to... is Aniel in the room, her room still, yes
Yes,
or
she
no?
has not. She has not left.
Okay, I'm going to run into that room, shut the door, and I'm going to take a moment and center myself and use my monk ability. What is it? Oh, it's so long since I've used it. I don't think I've actually ever used it.
The healing
The heal.
ability? Yeah. The action to heal. Okay, so I don't remember what it is. It's like a D10? No, it's something about time your monk level, actually.
Half?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
3 times your monk level.
God
Wholeness
damn,
of body.
so many things we don't normally use.
Wholeness of body. Is that what you're
3
looking
times
for?
your monk level?
Yeah, 3 times your monk level.
Yeah,
You can
wholeness
use
of
it
body.
once for long rest.
So it's 8 times 3. Nice.
Okay, so
Holy shit.
8 times 3, so you heal 24 HP back, and you feel a little bit better. Aniel moves up to you. Are you all right? At this moment, you're kind of like there's your feature fades, and you kind of healed up a bit.
I'm okay. Just there's somebody out there. We need to stay safe. I'll try and find them when I can.
All right.
Okay. Back to Roderick, Evelyn, and Doma. So Evelyn, you're with McRise as they kind of like, you're in the bedroom with Gale, and Gale's currently tending to you. Larkin comes out there, and he's like half dressed. There's one boot on, the other boot's not on at all. He just like throws it against the wall as he runs and grabs like an axe that's nearby, takes it off the wall handle. Clink. All right, let me at him, lads. Everything looks okay in here. And then he sees, dear God, you look hurt. He rushes up to you, Doma. Are you alright?
Not quite, but I think I can still stand.
We gotta get to the others, or,
Yeah. Toma gets up and begins wandering up the stairs to get his shit.
Yeah.
Like a sword and shield.
There might be more. How many were there? I'm not
2.
necessarily combat.
Yeah.
But I can swing this. He gives like a couple practice swings in not good form. Right.
Is Evelyn alright?
She's with Gale at the moment. She does not look well. Should we just hold out here, or should we go? Oh God, what do we do?
Worried about the others. What do you think we should do, Roderick?
I don't think we should make that trek, but we got to. So they're alright. I just go upstairs and get re-equipped.
Okay.
Okay, I grab my shit and I try and cast Lay on Hands on myself.
All right.
Roger put his stuff on and all that niceness.
All right, Doma, as you try to cast Lay on Hands on yourself to heal yourself, as you start channeling, you do feel the energy massing in your hand, and as it kind of like it's pouring into you, and you don't feel immediately better within 6 seconds. The energy's still in your hand at this moment. What would you like to do?
Keep it on me as I grab my shit and Roderick grabs his shit and...
Krista, can you keep checking around?
You make that statement out there, and she cut. I don't know where they went. I lost sight of them.
Just keep looking around for anybody that maybe looks suspicious.
Okay, sure. Okay. And so, Krista commanded, and Doma, you try to move, and as soon as you move, the energy fades out of your hand.
God, I suck at this. I grab my shit.
Okay.
That'll be better.
Lorcan now is like, you see him, he's like pacing back and forth. He's like looking towards the doorway, just if anyone comes inside. All right, lads, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What are you doing?
We're going to the temple, as far as I know.
Do you want me to come with?
How bad is Evelyn?
Let's go check real
So
quick.
you guys make your way back towards there, and Evelyn's she's conscious. Gale is currently like wrapping like linen around Evelyn's like right like near her right side of her what do you call that? God dang, stomach. Gosh, jeez, Alex, not thinking very well.
What's
Abdomen.
the stomach?
Abdomen, because Evelyn got stabbed right in the right side of her abdomen. So Gale's kind of like wrapping bandages around that right now. She's not in the best of health. What are you guys leaving? Maybe
It's not safe here. You guys should come with us.
Honestly, it's not safe to come with us either, though. But
Nowhere's safe right now.
and honestly, you two look really, really bad.
Don't know what you're talking about.
We need to get to Aniel and Haname and Akal. I'm assuming they were attacked as well.
Likely.
all right. Well,
Wait, Roger would ask.
I need my stuff, my
Yeah.
bag
Go
and
ahead.
stuff.
Go ahead upstairs.
I'll go get my stuff
okay. You gotta gather your things.
slowly.
Larkin, do you recognize this tattoo? You'll show him the tattoo on the guy's neck.
I've never seen that before. Looks like a nasty thing. I mean, that's not a friendly-looking tattoo.
I mean, they're part of an assassin's guild or something, maybe.
You know,
Well, I guess that's what happens when you stab someone
you all
important.
you don't look like. Maybe you should all just, stay here. Like, let's just bunker down for a bit. Let you guys get some rest. Or
Can you send a message, Roderick, or no? Can you find out if they're okay?
Krista, how does it look out there?
I don't see anything. I don't see anyone.
Okay. Do you remember where the Temple of Thorns was?
Yeah.
Could you go there and just see if they're okay, if everyone's okay there?
Yes. I won't be in range to talk with you, but I can go check and then come back.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that'll work. Just again, be safe.
Okay. I'm going now.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else
All
you
right,
three
guys,
want to do?
So what we can do, just prep. Just prepare for anything. Just Krista's on her way to check, and she'll be back.
All right. Well, then let's close the door and get that body out of there. And you look like you're relatively all right. Roderick, help me lift this. And Lorcan tries to drag this dwarf out of the front hallway so that they can then close the door. And he like slides some tables up in front of it. All right, that will give us some time. I'll just wait for your little friend to come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nicole, you're in the room with Aniel at the moment.
All right. So from where I was at and the trajectory the bolt came at, do I pretty much know that he had to have been on a roof of a single side of the
Definitely.
temple?
Well, so there's a plethora of roofs around here.
Right.
The angle that you feel like it came from was probably from Brandal's seat, which is southwest of your current position, somewhere out there. Which the houses over in that direction are probably 100 plus feet away. You recognize the person's got a good shot, and if you don't know where they are currently, you don't find them, they can hit you again if they're still there. You know, you're not certain, like whatever tactic they have right now, you're definitely at the disadvantage at the moment,
right,
from their current position.
So this view's outside, right?
These dwellings do not have windows, but the doors view outside. Yes. So
like it's like a balcony that you can look out onto Midan.
No,
right?
They're ground level. They're like little squares cut into a wall, basically on ground level.
He's inside the temple, and this person shot like through the door of the temple. I'm confused.
No. So the temple's here. This is not part of the temple. This is like a totally different angle cut here. Because I just figured that people would rush over here. So imagine it's this own little area. This is effectively the temple. Oh god. All right, here we go. A rough sketch. Temple is kind of faced like this on the outside. So there's a stairwell right here that leads up to the temple. Get out of here. And that stairwell will then get to the doorway, which is right, the archway of the temple. And the temple is kind of...
That leads to this.
That leads to this, basically. Just turn this a little bit, like 45 degrees this way, and that would be the front. The households, these extra dwellings, are basically built in the side of the temple down here. So
I went out and then here.
Yeah, basically. So when you came down the stairs, you made a quick left, and you came into these cubbyways. There should also be some on the right side as well. But currently, Lena's residence is over here on this side. So when you leave the temple from the ground floor,
alive.
You would look out here, and there's just a bunch of dwellings down here. Brandal's seat's that way. It felt like the shot came from Brandal's seat. There's a bunch of houses down there that it could be any of those.
Definitely. Yeah. All right. So my priority. Do I think that I could, knowing a shot is coming, at least block it from hitting myself or Aniel and move us to the other room? Rough.
It's a rough check. You realize that this would be a contest of your perception versus their current stealth every single time, basically. If you took the hit and you were trying to focus intently on where they are, and you got lucky, you would be able to see it maybe before it comes and could maybe catch it. It's a very bad situation to be in at the moment. It would literally be, you have to see them in their current stealth right now to be able to prevent the surprise attack. And then it would just be normal combat again. They would be shooting shots at you, and then you'd have to. So It's not a good situation, but this is part of the game. Puzzle it out, my man.
I am going to. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a key, and I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say to Aniel, wait until I say to run, and then run to the other room with Captain Miles and Lena.
Okay. So she nods to
and
you.
And I'm now going to open the door, and I'm going to run out to the midway point in between the two rooms.
Perception
Or
check.
the three rooms. Alright. Uh, 16.
Doesn't really matter. 'Cause- Sure. All right. So 16, you do not see it, but you do hear as you see a little bright light glimmer towards you. Unfortunately, you do not get your reaction. It's too. You did not roll high enough. So another.
I do have the dodge, though.
What was that?
I do have the dodge, though. From the
Oh,
key.
you're right. Dodge. I forgot. I didn't keep that in mind. Yeah, that changes it. So I need to re-roll it from scratch. Actually, it's advantage but disadvantage. The advantage attack was a natural 20 and like an 11. So,
Yikes!
But okay. So we'll re-roll it completely because of dodge. You're right.
Both of us?
No. Just her
Okay.
shot. So she just rolls
Yeah.
a flat shot to see if it hits you. Natural 8. Wow, what a change. Oh boy. That's a 14.
Oh boy.
It's a 14 to hit you.
To my 16.
Yes, or 18, or whatever your AC is. So
Yeah,
as it
18.
comes towards you, you just duck, and it basically as soon as you try to get out the doorway, the arrow just clink right in the doorway. And you're like, shit! As you like duck down and you just dart towards the Haname's door, and you can easily make it to Captain Miles and Lena's room with your
And
speed.
when I get to here, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna say, "Now, Aniel," and then I'm gonna wait for her to pass before I run in
All right,
after
so
her.
at this point, she then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Does she dash?
10,
Yeah.
11, 12. Yeah, she gets to right here. So you stopped right around there, and in tandem here, since we're not necessarily in combat completely, you could chase after her behind her, right? So unfortunately, she doesn't make it all the way. Well, yeah.
Can I kind of
whatever.
like push her in?
You know what? I'm not gonna make this too complicated. She gets
Okay.
inside and you get inside. I don't need to make it like literally like combat here. It's close enough, okay? So you both get inside and you just close the door behind you, and then Aniel's in the room with you, Lena and Miles is just like now like she's checking this dead body in front of her. I don't know who the fuck this is, but they don't mess with Viscera Miles. Oh, you're all right. What about your other friend?
They're watching the doors. We're not going to be able to leave until we know where they're at.
So you're telling me
And Haname is dead.
this entire city's not safe anymore, is what you're telling me.
What I'm saying is that they have us keyed in, whoever they are. I only saw one crossbow bolt, so it might just be one watching out.
Gotta get back to your friends. What about the Dragonborn lady?
She is not with us anymore.
Shit. And Genevieve and Lise, I didn't see them. They were last in the temple, last I heard. Alright, what do you think is the move here, Cole?
I do not think we can move as a group without causing a stir and or getting picked off. Our best bet may just be to wait until either they move on or we have the right move.
Alright.
I don't think they'll try coming in.
At this moment, you hear a knock at the door. Very small, faint little knock from a.
Oh.
Hello.
Are you okay? Roderick sent me.
Yes, there's somebody watching the door. Are you okay? Are you invisible?
Yes. I don't. Is everyone okay?
If you're in contact with them, tell them that we are.
I don't know what you would call this a room, but I would say that we're in this room,
Lena's a step.
and I do not know how you are doing, but let us know when it is safe to move. They have us pinned.
Oi, a small one. Go see if my companions, Reese and Genevieve, if they're all right, and then if they are, send them over here. And I'll take it from there. Okay, I'll be right back. Where are they? They're in the temple! She yells out. And then you just don't hear anything, and it's about a couple minutes go by. Eventually, you do hear a knock on the door. Oi, Captain! Let him in, let him in! And then the door open the door, and then Genevieve and Reese come inside. Alright. I have no idea what's going on out there, but there's bodies all over the place. There's blood all over the place. What the hell happened to you? Reese points towards you, Iqal.
There's been a lot of them. This is not a good evening.
Alright. Well, Captain, what's your orders? We need to... Shit. Right. We need to protect Miss Oakenwood. I think they're trying to get her. So that's definitely high priority. Your friends are strong. They can handle themselves, right?
Yes, I believe they can.
Alright, so here's my proposal. You need to... what's the little fairy? Where is she? And then she, like, appears, floating in the air. Right, you! Alright, we need to get you need to tell your friends that, me and my group will stay here and protect Lena. And we need... It's not safe for you all here. You need to get back to Hammerhold. Our arrangement was for you to get the key and open the door, right? So... Iqal, can you get back to your friends? Can you and Anya and the fairy here get back to your friends? We will protect Lena and try to uncover or investigate what the hell is going on here. Go to a friend of mine. His name's... Oh, Jesus. Crap. Damn it, I ruined that entire thing. Oh, crap. It's last name. Oh, I should have known it off my head. Stop messaging me. Dawnbreaker. His name is Dawnbreaker. You should be at Hammerhold. He's a good friend of mine, and he'll show you where to put the key and how to open the gate. Can you do that?
I can get it done, but I am worried about us moving in the streets.
That's true. Reese? Aye, Captain? Go stand out there for a brief moment. Are you mad? Captain's orders. Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Alright! Fuck. He opens the door, shifty-eyed, takes a step outside, stands there for a brief moment. Nothing's shooting me! All things great is plain over here. Think they probably left?
Or they're waiting for tall folk.
Fair point. Look, Captain, can I come back inside? Yeah. Reese quickly comes back inside, closes the door. It's like sweat all over his face.
I can try and find them if they shoot again, but that means standing outside. If I can stand out there and they don't shoot, I'd say it'd be safe to move.
Alright, here. He hands you a rope. Tie this around your waist. If you get hit, I'll pull you back in.
Alright, yeah, let's... Yeah. And your call just ties
around your waist, right.
Yeah.
Alright. Good luck, lad. Do you open the door and go back outside?
Yeah, I open the door and go
don't know what to say to that.
Perception check.
I hope a lot of people are looking right now.
Oh, come on.
What'd you roll?
11.
So you look out there before you fully go outside. You don't see anything on the rooftops. You don't see anything moving. Take a deep gulp and you take a step outside. Wait for a brief moment. There's this like tension in the back of your neck as you feel like your hair is rising. No shot gets shot at you. You wait. You wait. Nothing ever comes. You wait a good 20 seconds.
Right. Keeping my eyes outward, I'm gonna slowly walk back into the room.
So
And
either they moved or they're regrouping to attack again.
Whatever the case, if we have this opportunity, we need to use it. Krista, are they still at the McRise, yes?
Yes, they're there right now. Evelyn's really hurt, and Doma got hurt too.
The route you took, was it safe? Was there anybody there?
There's no one in the streets right now.
If we move quickly, we may be able to get there without anybody noticing, but we have to move now. So, the only ones coming are... It is myself and Anio, correct? And you all are staying here and protecting Lena, yes?
What's it of that we weren't with you? Do you think you can move, Lena? She's like, kind of like holding her blanket from her bed, like kind of over her. I'm not necessarily,
It may be for the best if you stay here, yes.
Right, alright. Genevieve, Reese, we're staying here. Nicole, Anya, send our regards to your friends. Dawnbreaker, Nicole.
Dawnbreaker, yes.
Dawnbreaker.
Question.
Don't be intimidated by him. He's more friendly than he looks.
I'll keep that in mind.
Scroll of Alter Self. How much can you alter something by?
You can change your skin color. You can change. You can probably add fur. You can add claws. Add gills. You can definitely.
Can I make Let me just tell you what I was thinking. Make Annual small enough that I could carry and sprint.
I don't think it lets you change the size of something, unfortunately.
It says adapting your appearance can involve any of your natural physical features, and that's another race. Your statistics stay the same. You cannot change your basic body structure.
Yeah, you gotta stay the basic shape. So yeah, I can't do that. Unfortunate.
You can change your appearance, though. You can transform your appearance. You decide what you look like. Is this remember that thing? Yeah. You decide what you look like, including... No. Change appearance. You can transform your appearance. You decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of your voice, hair length, coloration, and distinguishing characteristics, if any. You can make yourself appear as a member of another race, though none of your statistics change. You also can't appear as a creature of a different size than you. But you can make yourself look like a tiefling, or a tall dwarf, I guess.
It still doesn't work for what I was wanting to do because one of us is still gonna look odd. Shit. Right, I am, I guess we'll just...
Annie, with your current health, do you think you'd be able to run? Or...
Yes, I'm not hurt. You don't look as lucky, though. Would you like me to try to heal you?
No, I should be fine, it's just that I need to see it coming. Right, I guess it's time. If Krista says the way was clear, we can hope for the best and run there.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Right. A call is going to open the door and take Eniel with them, and out we go.
Okay, you run out to get there to regroup with the rest of the party. And this is where we'll cut the episode. All right, everybody. Midan.
Aww.
Thank you for tuning in for episode 27. We will be again here next Sunday. I'm sorry, Potato. I didn't expect them to take as much time as they did here, but interesting things happen. So next Sunday, we will pick up.
Quick,
we will
stab
see
the
if
friend.
we
He's
ever
not
get to
trustworthy.
Potato's magical character. If we ever will make it, because apparently you guys almost died.
Holy shit.
All right, so with that, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. We will see you next Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And remember, don't trust the Dungeon Master. Good night.